Looks like we're live. Maybe not. Oh no, here we go.
Oh,
we're in.
It's so wacky. It's so wacky.
There is like a 5-second delay, I think.
See if we can hear anything.
We've got 1 or 2 people in the chat. Just let us know if the volume's okay. We're just testing out the streaming software.
You know what's technically against terms of service to get ads on my video?
Really?
Mm.
Are you logged in?
No.
Awesome. Thanks, Hayden. Volume's awesome. Jeez, that's
unreal.
That's great.
Unlike our last few
Hey,
videos.
Slav, how's it going?
Echoes.
Oh, yeah, echoes. Is that real or is that fake?
It's upsetting because that's my dad.
I know. That's why I was asking if it's fake.
Yeah. That's a very good test. Also, no one judged me for having my giant bottle of Diet Fanta. I'm losing weight.
Apparently it is echoing. How is that? Is that better? I think that should be fixed now. Let us know. I got my water, bro. Healthy.
Okay.
Awesome. I think we were...
I hate the delay because I'm like...
Yeah, no, I'm just waiting.
Give it 10 seconds, we'll find out if the audio is working or not. How's everyone's Sunday night?
I forgot it was Sunday. Gosh. Look at this guy making me work on a Sunday. Absolutely disrespectful.
Oh... Guys.
Look at that.
That's a big stain. I hate these. So apparently if you put eucalyptus oil on, it gets rid of it. No joke.
The good thing is I have some right here. Do you want to try it out? Do you want to try out this theory?
I think we have to chuck
I'm
it.
not joking. I have it right here.
Okay, but we have to chuck it in the what? It really? Right here.
Yeah, it should be in the corner there.
That's Benadryl.
Don't expose my Benadryl. Here we go. I have... Oh no, this is tea tree oil.
Yes.
That will definitely not work. I'm sorry. I'm not a naturopath. I have no
Maybe
idea.
it will. I don't know. I don't know how this stuff works. Maybe the oil cancels out the oil.
Bro, don't even try it. That's definitely going to stain you.
Oh, of course we chose it at the same time as the World Cup final.
Damn, I forgot we were competing with female soccer players.
Who are playing?
We cannot compete with them.
No, God, no.
We ended up 4th, right? We lost to England and then we lost to... Who did we lose to?
We just lost to England, then we lost to, I think it was it Sweden?
Sweden, I'm not surprised. They're probably all 6 foot.
Surprisingly not.
Really?
But they are all blonde. Which,
just dazzling.
it just felt too stereotypical. You know?
Hello from Brisbane. Hello from Melbourne. Good to see the Brizzy people in the chat. Even if it's just one. By the way, if you guys have any questions at all for us, just post them in the chat, and we'll be happy to answer.
It's been a long time. We haven't done this for a very long time.
Yeah, it's good to catch up.
Our monthly, not so monthly live stream hasn't been going too well, as you can tell. But we reached 50,000 subscribers, and then we reached almost 60,000.
I think we're probably at 60
now. The crazy thing, I'm looking at the analytics here, and I can't show you all of it.
Close.
But 8.4 million views in the last 28 days. And now, yes, a lot of that is from our Mahindra videos. We seem to be popping off in India. Having said that, our other regions have grown almost just as much. It's been an absolutely insane month for us, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's been pretty mind-blowing.
Gives us purpose.
Yeah, it gives me a reason to get out of bed in the morning.
I didn't get out of bed till 11 o'clock today.
It's a Sunday, bro. It's fine.
Yeah, but I had to get the video out. What do you guys think of the Great Wall video? I thought it was pretty good. The audio...
Stay on the live stream, but open it in a new tab.
Yeah, please watch it over and over and over again. But it's doing well. The only video to have done better in this time was the Mahindra pickup.
Yeah, let's talk about Mahindra. I think a couple people want to talk about Mahindra.
Let's talk about Mahindra. I don't know. What do you want to talk
yeah,
about?
we
Oh, well, hang on. Okay. Now, look up the Mahindra Thar or Thar, right? We keep getting asked. When are you going to review the Mahindra Thar?
okay. Let's show you guys what we mean.
This car is quite literally unable to be sold in Australia because Stellantis, who owns Jeep,
I don't know if it's coming through.
it should be. It's there. Wait, let me keep it up on the screen. Apparently the feedback's really bad still.
Okay. Can you shut off the mic? What's the point of doing that?
Just double check that you can.
The feedback is terrible. Is there something else?
Yeah.
Oh, there's two capture things there.
Oh, it re-enabled for some reason. That's weird.
The feedback is terrible. Is there something else? Oh, there's two capture things there.
Hang on.
Is it fixed now?
Sorry. Yeah, it's fixed. It's fixed now, right? This is terrible. Okay. I don't know why that... Maybe when we changed it from the screen.
Yeah, maybe. I think we'll just keep it on this, but I will say the Mahindra Thar, in case you guys don't know, it is a complete and direct rip-off of a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Not
Grand Cherokee.
Not Grand Cherokee. The Wrangler.
Yeah, the Wrangler.
Whether you like it or not. So, and the reason we say that is because if they bring it to Australia, Stellantis, who owns Jeep, who makes the Wrangler, will sue them. Like, quite literally, they've said that. We will sue you because it looks identical almost.
Look, if Mahindra want to fly us to India to review the Thar, we will not say no.
Without a doubt. I'm sure it's a great car. And I would love to review it, but we're not going to get it in Australia, at least in its current form. No. Yeah, that's the Mahindra Thar. So,
yeah, look, you can't argue with the appearance.
But yeah, we'd love to review it.
So what was the story behind that? I think it was like some ex-employee of Jeep.
I have no idea.
Wasn't there like a disgruntled employee and they went off and no?
Never heard of it.
Okay.
So caveat that might not be true. But,
yeah, that could be completely false. I could be imagining that.
Yeah, we're not going to review the Mahindra Thar anytime soon. But as Jacob said, Mahindra fly us out. We'd love to do it.
Yeah. If anyone in the Mahindra payroll is in the chat, Mahindra Thar EV version is launching in 2026. How could you know that? You must be an insider.
No, they'd probably announced it.
In 2026? That's 3 years away.
The other thing is the Mahindra pickup has been thinking about making a video on that one because it actually looks really interesting. It's going to be based on the Scorpio, and it looks really cool, actually. Oh, I can manage it from here.
There you go. You're hijacking the stream.
Oh, you can do it as well. Shout out to Monique, my fiance.
Is she in the chat?
She is. No, sorry, she messaged me.
Oh, okay.
Can you block Abby?
Okay, I'm going to block her. I'm just going to really quickly put you in the timeout square. Yeah, you've been put in timeout, whoever you are. I don't know why Matt wanted to do that, but I'm happy to oblige. Thanks, Slav. Means a lot. I know you're one of the real ones. You've been around for a while.
One of the OGs.
One of the OGs.
Any questions?
Not really any questions. Any new cars you look forward to reviewing this year? From William and Katie Thornton.
Oh, it's a good question.
It is a real... I mean, we've just done
Why am I struggling to think of cars? Oh, well, new-ish. New to us. We're doing the SsangYong Musso, finally, next week.
It's
really
our first proper SsangYong review.
There's a few cars coming up under embargo. I can tell you about them. F-150, we're going to be testing that soon. Wild Track X, going to be testing that soon. I know there's both Utes and both Fords, but I'm pretty excited to drive both of those. GR Sport Hilux, I'm excited to test that. It's got more power. Cool. Let's see how it goes.
It looks really cool too. I love the look of the GR Sport. Anything. Just GR
Yeah,
anything.
GR Sport looks
Yeah.
pretty cool. It looks pretty awesome. Oh, the new Land Cruiser. God, I'm picking a lot of Utes here, aren't I? Let me
I
have
think
a
we've
look at my
done. Look,
calendar.
I think we've done enough Utes and SUVs lately, Matt.
It's what performs well. It's what you guys watch.
Yeah, that's true. We have got a cool sports car review coming out soon.
We do.
That you guys will enjoy.
Oh, Tank
Or probably
300.
not.
Really excited for that.
Oh yes.
Really excited for the BMW XM. Now, Jacob has made a TikTok on it, has driven it, but we haven't made a full review on it. We're going to do that.
When are we getting that?
I'm very skeptical of that. That is on the
End of September.
end of September. Probably shouldn't say date, but end of September.
Maybe.
We're getting our first. We're getting our first Mercedes on the channel, and we're also getting our first Honda on the channel too. So really excited for those. Always good to have new cars. It means we have one more brand that we need to get, and you guys hound them.
By the way, can anyone guess what brand?
Yeah, I won't say it.
I want to know if anyone knows what brand is the last one that we haven't gotten yet. That's funny. We've got a couple more. Keen to see the new Trident. Yep, we both are. I think it's going to be a while until that comes to Australia, right?
Yeah, I can't remember. Is it end of this year or beginning of next year?
Pretty sure it was early next year.
But yeah, we weren't part of the lucky few outlets to get flown out.
Lamborghini, Slav,
to
think
Thailand. Think lower.
Think lower.
Think lower.
Lower aspiration. It's slightly lower. You can make a video on Mahindra's EV category, Born EV. I thought the Cupra had the Born.
They do, so I don't know what that really means, but we
Maybe Mahindra ripped off another car.
Go up. There's more.
Please get a Porsche. They are the most reliable. Yeah, well, I mean, you kind of indirectly guessed which one it is.
Best new hatchback for 35k.
What's that? Ooh, 35k.
Well,
that's tricky.
Can't get
right?
any more, but the Fiesta ST was probably
Yeah.
my favorite. Oh, as in like just normal hatchback. Oh, normal hatchback.
Not a hot hatch. I love how you automatically think of hot
I
hatches.
know, because usually the questions
Yeah.
are hot hatches. Comes to mind probably like a
i30N. Oh, sorry, i30. Just a normal i30 hatch.
i30 Serato. i30 sedan is probably better because it's built on a newer platform. The Corolla is still pretty good, even though it's got terrible boot space. I don't know. What even is 35k anymore? I think
Quite a bit.
people sleep on the Suzuki Swift. I think that's a pretty good car.
Yeah.
Quite fun to drive.
Much less of a meme than the Ignis.
Much less. Yeah. Look, I love the Ignis, but hard to say that micro SUV is worth it.
I love that car. My fave car is the Porsche Carrera GT and Porsche 930 Turbo. I mean, I think most car enthusiasts would probably agree with you.
It's a big aspiration.
That's pretty awesome. We'd love to get them on the channel. Lada Niva.
I love the Lada Niva. I don't know. I'm skeptical. I thought about buying one, but then there's a whole thing going on in Russia at the moment, and it just feels like it's not good timing to buy and fanboy over a Russian vehicle.
Yeah, but you got to separate the art from the politics.
There is such a historic value of the Lada Niva, and I just love it. I love it.
Look, it's a cool looking car for its age.
It's literally like a Land Cruiser 70 series.
Just legendary. BMW M series, yeah. I mean, so obviously we just talked about the XM. That's gonna be really cool to get on the channel soon. I've driven that, and I can say that it's weird. It's a really weird car.
No spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers. I can't speak about it too much, but it's really weird.
M series, we have the M3 and M2 videos coming up. They were filmed a long time ago, but we just haven't gone around to edit them. But they'll be coming up very soon. What do you guys want to see more, the M3 or the M2? Curious. You'll get both.
You just don't want to edit both.
No, you'll get both. I'm just curious which one you want to see.
When will you review the GWM Tank 300? Very, very soon. We've actually got that booked in very soon. This month. Next month, sorry. We're almost at the end.
It was crashed. It was crashed, okay? I can't do anything about it. We were supposed to have it like literally almost a month ago.
Yeah, 3 or 4 weeks ago we were booked into it, and it's always the day before I'm meant to go pick it up.
Yeah.
That we get a call, it's like, I've got bad news.
Yeah.
We're not going to have the car for you. It's like at the bottom of a river.
We're getting a lot of questions now.
Yeah. You can get a Mazda 3 Evolve for 35k, yeah.
We'll tell you how the new Mazda 3 goes in a couple of weeks. They've just released a facelift.
Oh, is there an event for that?
No.
Okay. I was going to say.
Wait, can you unblock Abby? I'm getting.
Oh, wait. I put her on timeout.
How long's the timeout?
I don't know how long the timeout is. Oh, I think she should be
out of time.
Should be out of timeout by now.
I don't know. Anyway.
We've got a few.
Which is more powerful, Mahindra or Great Wall? Great Wall. Not by much. It's like 103 kilowatt versus 120 kilowatt.
Yeah.
Was it 320 or 340 newton meters versus 400 newton meters?
I mean,
God,
it doesn't.
I'm good.
Yeah, I mean that's a significant difference, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but in terms of outright speed, the difference was 1 second, 0 to 100, and that's not even 10%. It was almost 13 seconds versus 14 seconds. So.
Yeah, but if the difference was 3 versus 4, that would be a much.
That would be a much bigger. Yeah,
It would be a much different story.
But we're not.
Oh my God, Outback Outlaw.
Oh, thank you, mate.
$30 donation.
Thank you. Legend. Thank you very
pretty
much.
You just paid for our dinner, mate. You're a legend. Congrats, fellas. Good stuff. Thanks for the donation. Wait, the Mazda 3 got a facelift? Wait, I don't know if we're supposed to talk about that yet.
No, we can. It's not. So it's a very minor facelift where they've updated some of the interior stuff.
So it's like a midlife update.
So it's not a literal facelift. I don't think they've actually changed the exterior. It's just they've updated the interior.
Here's a good question: would you re-review the M240i based on having a new infotainment, or just waiting for a true refresh?
We have done the M2. We've done the new M240i.
I think we did the updated M240i
with iDrive 8, I think, or maybe it wasn't iDrive 8. I don't care about.
I'm sure it had the new one.
Probably did. Look, even if it was iDrive 7, unbelievably good car.
We love that car. I think we copped a lot of flack. Actually, I'm thinking of the M340i now, because we copped a lot of flack online because you said.
Oh no! Yeah. When I made the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the M340i. Yeah, it was the M340i. Yeah.
Yes, I don't know if we've done the M240i since the upload.
And the only reason we copped flack for that is I was intentionally inflammatory.
He was being hyperbolic. Is that the word?
I don't know. I don't even know what that means.
He was being inflammatory and saying that you should buy an M340i instead of an M3.
Which in a lot of instances is true. However, it is I said one thing that was definitely wrong, which I shouldn't have said, but I didn't. To be honest, I just didn't really even know. It was that the S58 is essentially the B58. I mean, even though the S58 is based on the B58,
it's a completely different.
It's wildly different.
Yeah,
in many, many, many ways.
What do you think of the 2004 Ford Fiesta?
Never driven it. Love old cars.
Great year though.
Make sure it's
Thanks, Abby Mills. and Monique.
Oh, thank you, Abby.
Oh, you guys, Monique. Wait, what's Super Chat? I've never seen this before. What's going on there?
That's what that is. That's Super Chat. This is just their first time giving it.
Oh, okay. So you guys have a big fat 1. That's very cool. Supporting your dreams.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Could do a better job.
I love.
Oh, it had iDrive 7. Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, really? So it must have been ages ago. It must have been. Yeah, you know what? It would have been over a year ago that we did that.
Yeah, but surely it's out with iDrive 8. Anyway, to be honest, oh wow, it was a year ago. Wow.
Don't foot down.
Oh.
Launch control active.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh, you were in it. And you're wearing your glasses.
I was wearing my glasses.
You douchebag.
That just looks so bad in the video, I have to say. We've stopped doing that, I think. When people...
it was iDrive 7. It wouldn't make a difference. The iDrive 8, to me, is hardly any better, so...
Look. What's your favourite car, Monique asks?
Mine is the Toyota Supra.
Wink, wink.
My favourite car, and yes,
really,
that's coming up on the channel. It has been. I really forgot about it until I drove it again this week, and now I remember why I loved it so much. Best implementation of the B58 engine from BMW. Yeah, who cares? It's like one of the best inline sixes ever made. It just drives so well. I think it's as far as a sports car goes, to get one under 100k is relatively cheap. Obviously it's not cheap, but for a sports car with that much performance, it is. And it turns heads like no other. I find it a little bit scary, not gonna lie. Well, when I'm driving,
even when I'm driving, I honestly would rather have an MX-5, just because I'm not going to be shitting myself.
If I had to buy a car right this second, it would be an MX-5, mainly because of the price.
Yeah. Okay, this is a good question from Jess, and I'm sorry if I've missed a couple of questions. We're going to go back through it soon. What's the best mid-sized SUV for under 60k? There are so many goddamn mid-sized SUVs.
There are.
Under 60k, under 60k.
My personal favorite
It's
is
like
going to
Kia
be
Sportage.
the Kia Sportage.
Yeah.
I had one as a long term, and that video has been filmed, and I need to put it out, but that'll come out soonish. But the GT line in the Kia Sportage is really good, really nice. CX-5 is also really good. It's nice and quiet on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
It depends. It kind of blurred lines because mid-sized is such a big range now. But like a Toyota Corolla Cross is technically mid-sized.
I was gonna say the Corolla Cross, but that's on the smaller end.
It's on the smaller end
Of mid-size.
You go for the RAV4. That's still tried and true. But yeah, my favorite personally is the Kia Sportage. It just does so much right.
Yeah. And you can get like a wide range. Like you can go from like 35k or 40k up to 70 almost.
I think it's it's like the S or the Sport. It's like $2,000.
We like the diesel.
Yeah, we do. But like $2,000 more than the base model. And I think it's the Sport. It could be the S. I can't remember.
I think the S is the base model.
So maybe it's the S Plus or something. But it just comes with like, instead of a plastic steering wheel, like a leather steering wheel, like minor things like that. And that was like 40k. And it's just, or less, unbelievably good. You don't need to get like the top of the range, that's for sure. That's something I learned driving the GT line. Is like we also had the base model at the same time during that time, and I was like, wow, base model is
best model.
in some ways it was better because it had wireless Apple CarPlay.
Are we gonna do the new X5M?
No idea. They don't have it on the press fleet, so if we do, it won't be anytime soon.
It's gonna be a while. I think we're pretty much booked out towards November at this point. Is it possible to fit a spare saver in a Swift Sport? Good question. Never tried to.
I don't know.
Emigrating to Oz soon. That's exciting. Where are you coming from?
Coming from the UK.
How do you know? Oh, yeah.
We're in the UK.
Love the I-10 here in the UK. There you go. I can't read, apparently. Awesome. That's exciting.
Very cool.
Okay, where is Saucy Corner? We want to take our cars around it. I'll give you a hint if you tell us what cars you've got. If you got some cool cars, then I'll give you a hint. Do you think the new Mazda inline 6 would give the B58 a run for its money if it was implemented in like a Mazda 6?
That would be cool. Can you imagine?
Dude.
As long as the
Mazda like a Stinger GT Mazda kind of thing.
Well, essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I mean, that would be pretty sick.
it sounds so one of the best sounding inline 6 engines ever. In just such a weird vehicle for that car for it to be. But yeah, it's an awesome engine.
It was a great engine. I just don't know how it would perform in a sedan. I mean, it'd probably be a lot better, right?
Probably, yeah. I mean, you put
What were we getting? About 6.5 seconds to 100, I think.
Yeah, it
In
was
the
like
petrol?
6.8.
So in a sedan, you'd be like 5.5, 5-ish.
And the crazy thing about it was like, one, it was mild hybrid as well, so it still had boost from the electric
It was like the mild hybrid system.
I'm losing it. I'm losing my attention here, but it's sandwiched between the engine and the transmission. It provides boost, and it's almost like a supercharger. When you really put your foot down, you just leave it.
Yeah.
It starts to whine in like a really cool way. But anyway, the only thing I would hesitate is like it's a brand new engine. We'd have to see how it goes in the long run. I'm sure it'll be I have hopes that it will be totally fine, and based on speaking to the engineers, it probably will do really well. But you never know with this stuff. There could be one part that just throws off the engine and gives it a bad rap. But yeah, obviously I would love for that engine to be in like the MX-5. Can you imagine?
Dude, every upcoming Mazda.
Imagine they shoehorn that in and get... They're not going to.
It's never going to happen.
Maybe they tested it out. They always do this weird stuff. These manufacturers always do the weird... They test out everything and like all possibilities. So someone will have the idea like, hey, why don't we try the engine in here? And then they'll do it and then they'll be like, oh, this is fantastic, but it's too expensive. So then they can the idea.
God, we gotta find if there's any like test footage of that. That would be sick. Okay.
Thanks, Jono. Love you, man.
For some reason, it's like showing me the text of that emoji. That's weird. Rolling on the floor, laughing. You see that?
Oh, that's weird. Can you?
I just bought it. I don't know. I just bought a 200 series 21 model with only 39 Ks on it.
Ooh,
39 kilometers, like brand new, or 39,000?
It'd be 39,000.
Yeah.
No way.
Had to trade in my left nut into my right arm and donate my left leg to charity to buy it. Just need a lift to get into the damn thing now. That's pretty funny.
I'm looking at the comments over here. I don't think I'm just doing other stuff.
Yeah, so the Kia Sportage goes S, SX, SX Plus, and GT line. So I think you were thinking of the SX
I
or
am
the
thinking
SX
of the
Plus.
SX.
Yes, the S is the base. Real car journalists, guys. Real car journalists. How dare you?
That title, by the way, has been pushed upon me. Okay, it's not something that I chose. It has been given to me.
Okay, so Rio, who was wondering earlier where is Saucy Corner, he wants to take his 2014 Kia Sportage Platinum and a 2019 Commodore ZB. Do you reckon that's worthy of knowing a hint? I'm gonna just handball this one over to you.
It's in Mornington Peninsula in Victoria,
Somewhere in the peninsula.
which is look. It's a very known road. We go at very I'm not going to say times, but we go at very unusual times. So great road. A lot of people drive on it. It's in Mornington Peninsula. That'll narrow it down for you. I don't think there are many driving roads in North.
It's a beautiful, well-known road. I think a lot of actual companies use it as well for their B-roll, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Also, thanks Ross Reviews. Proud of you boys. Massive pump this month. Appreciate it.
That's Jono from Ross Reviews.
I don't think I've met.
Yeah, you haven't
Jono.
met him. Great guy. Go watch his channel after this.
Go check out Ross Reviews. Can you hear the difference in sound quality for wired versus wireless CarPlay? That's a good question.
I've thought about this a lot.
Yeah, in the Ranger, right? In the Ranger is where you want to use wired,
Yeah.
but that's not for the sound quality reasons. I think the best test would be... So some of the best sound systems we've ever experienced were in Lexuses. So
And
probably...
BMW iX specifically.
Yeah. So probably the place to test it would be there. But I don't think it'll make that much of a difference because I think the Apple CarPlay, even if you're wired, prefers to use Bluetooth still. If that makes sense.
The only way you can really test the sound system is if it has an aux cable and you can plug it into it directly. I think it compresses no matter what way you use Apple CarPlay. I just feel like it's going to compress the audio no matter what.
And also given like the proximity of your phone to the Bluetooth, I don't think you're going to be getting that much loss or anything like that from the Bluetooth connection. Especially if you have a new phone.
Oh, Fanta. Sorry. Look, let me explain my reasoning behind this. I'm currently losing weight. Down 4 kilos, babies.
Yeah, so better drink Fanta.
So what I do to supplement the fact that I can't eat food is I have no sugar Fanta. And I don't know, it's keeping me alive right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Thanks, JB,
Thanks,
for the
Dad.
$10. Your son appreciates it. That's his pocket money for the year. Awesome to watch reviews with personality, give an opinion that are actually enjoyable to watch. Blows my mind how Car Expert has more views on YouTube.
No comment.
We're not gonna say anything disparaging. Have you ever done a fist pump that buggered your hand?
You once?
I think
Yeah,
I think I did once use a little too much force, and
I put out my finger and he went like that. But it was on me, I think.
And then his finger was like pointing the wrong way. Actually, this I will tell a funny story that did happen. So, believe it or not, we used to go to the gym together quite regularly, and I think we were at Doherty's gym in the city. It was late at night, probably close to midnight.
I'm getting up a photo, but I'll give you guys a content warning before.
There is a content warning before we show this photo. If you don't want to look at the photo, look away soon. I will give you a warning. But basically, we were playing with a medicine ball.
It's not this one. I just want to...
Just don't distract from my story, bro. We were throwing was it a medicine ball or one of those balls that you like a slam ball?
Yeah.
No, it was a medicine ball. We were throwing it to each other, and it was probably like 8 or 9 kilos. And anyway, I decided to throw it probably a little bit too hard at Matt, and he went for a bit of a specky, and it absolutely demolished his finger.
Okay, this isn't content warning because it's an X-ray, but if you don't like medical stuff, just look away and we'll tell you when to look. You got 3 seconds.
You got 3 seconds to look away.
3, 2, 1. That was the result. So you can see my pinky was just clean, not in line. Okay, content warning over.
It was completely facing the wrong way. It was hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing. I mean, and then the shock kind of set in, and we called an ambulance.
We definitely didn't need an ambulance in hindsight.
We definitely didn't need an ambulance. I probably could have just, pulled on his finger, but that was a pretty funny story. Surprised your girlfriend still talks to me.
Fiance, thank you very much.
Fiance. Absolutely. Complete dislocation.
Yeah,
that's the medical term.
It was also broken.
I don't think it was.
It was.
Or maybe it was like a little chip.
It had shattered.
Oh, man. This is crazy.
Anyway.
So now every time he sips on his coffee, it sticks out.
No, my finger is forever bent. It's hard to tell, but like it's forever. It's never.
It looks fine.
It is fine, but you can see it's at an angle and then it straightens up. It's forever bent.
Actually, my fingers are pretty messed up too. Oh man, someone's gonna take a screenshot.
Remember Lucas once broke my finger?
No.
Yeah, with throwing a rugby ball in my hands.
You just have.
I think it's me. I think the issue is me.
Yeah, the common factor here is Matt. All right. Okay, we've got some. So that was the answer to your question, Outback Outlaw. So if we've ever done a fist bump that buggered his hand,
there's definitely been some strong connections. Someone
took a screenshot, I think, of you sticking up your pinky finger. That's going to be used in some Indian news publication. What are our views on the Mahindra XUV 700?
Don't we have a whole video on that?
We have a whole video on it
and it's
summary.
700, by the way.
Apparently, yeah, we didn't know that. It's hard to tell the difference.
We weren't invited to the launch. How am I supposed to know how to say 700? All right, I didn't know.
Well, why would it be 700?
I don't know. I'm sure they have that.
Is that like backwards James Bond?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe.
So yeah, in summary, we have a whole video. Obviously, check it out. But in summary, surprisingly good. Like the interior was really nice.
Really nice, yeah.
Really nice interior. With the white, that was really, or cream or whatever it was. Have we driven the Fabia Monte Carlo?
No.
Have we done a Skoda Fabia? No. We
have not. Would love to.
What's the Monte Carlo? Is that like a special edition?
It's like the sporty edition.
Okay. Very cool.
And there was a point actually that came out with I think it was called like the most unreliable engine ever. It was I can't remember what size it was. It wasn't very big in terms of its displacement, but it had a turbocharger and a supercharger on it.
Oh wow!
And they were known to just die,
just blow up,
just die. Those engines,
like your pinky,
like my pinky, dislocate.
Peugeot 205 GTI, get into a classic. I feel like that's like a rally car. That'd be cool.
Would love to.
I'd love to get into an old Peugeot, just take it off road.
I thought about buying like a really cheap hot hatch, but we don't have enough money. I'm totally honest with you.
Okay, so E-Rio, he says he's 18, he's going to be getting a Tesla Model 3 2021 at the end of the year. Good idea. I mean, if you're in a position to do that, that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if we are necessarily the biggest fans of Teslas.
No, that's not true.
I mean, I think which one did you really like? Was it the Model Y?
I've only ever driven one.
The Model Y, right?
I've never driven the Model Y.
Which one was it?
The Model 3 is a good car. There's no doubt about that.
And I think it actually was a 2021 that you drove.
Yeah, it was actually.
It would have been that long ago. So I can't comment because I haven't driven it. But
maybe it was my complaint not being able to get in touch with the Tesla PR team, which is a different story. But
yeah, cars
themselves, I think, are very good.
I've only heard like anecdotal stuff from people saying that the customer service and stuff isn't the best, but I can't comment. Maybach S-Class, yes. I mean, I would love to review a Maybach. That would be sick.
I know of someone who has one, and it must be the only one in Melbourne.
Yeah, I think I see it driving around this area sometimes.
I'm not surprised.
Suggestion, make videos on Mahindra cars, Scorpio Classic, XUV 300, XUV 500. Yeah, so we would love to.
You'll hit 100k in the next month. You're probably right.
You're probably right, we will, if we do that. But we've pretty much already reviewed all the Mahindras that are in Australia.
We have. We've reviewed every single Mahindra in Australia.
So, as soon as a new Mahindra comes to Australia, we will be the first ones to review it. Okay. I know your videos have their own flavour, but if you had to choose, would you rather be described as an Australian Throttle House or as Australian Straight Pipes?
Don't watch Throttle House, so I couldn't tell you that. But Straight Pipes, I'm friends with Yuri.
We love straight pipes.
So I'll take straight pipes every day of the week.
Mhm.
But as I
But-
said, I don't watch
yeah.
Total House. I'll tell you what, guys. Take a seat, okay? And let me tell you something. It's hard to watch other people's car reviews when you make car reviews. Often I'll see someone else's car review, and I'll just be like,
You can look through the magic.
yeah, you're just like, why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? I don't believe that you believe that. And so maybe this is a skeptic in me, but it's really hard to watch other people's car reviews, because I just think I scrutinize it so hard.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of professions that are like that. You know, like if you work in, I don't know, what's an example? Hospitality, for example. Maybe when you go to restaurants, you can't enjoy it as much because you're kind of critiquing everything that the waiter's doing. I don't know. Maybe
We used to work in hotels.
Yeah.
Are you
So I
more
mean, yeah,
critical
like
of hotels?
working in hotels. Yeah, when you go stay at a luxury hotel, you're just critiquing everything, and it's like you can still enjoy it, but it's different. It's through a different lens.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what it's like to be on this side of it.
But I grew up watching Straight Pipes, and I say that when they came on the scene, I was watching them, and yeah, I speak to Yuri not regularly, but I do speak to him, and he's a super lovely guy. Haven't spoken to Jacob. Lol.
He's already got a Jacob.
Yeah,
That spot's taken.
And the crazy part is he's like Polish, and
Oh, wow.
in background, Polish.
Yeah, way to spill the beans. Way to spill
Giving you our family history.
spill
here.
the borscht. Oh, that's Russian.
Believe it or not, Jacob and I have very similar backgrounds. From the UK.
You're more British than me.
No, you're more British than me because your dad's British. Your
Yeah.
dad was born in Britain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas my grandma was born in Britain.
Ah,
So you're more British than
there you
me.
go. There you go.
Unreal.
And I got blessed with the Aryan genetics.
Hang on. That's a. I want everyone to know that that's not like that's a joke.
It is a joke. Sup lads, love your work. Has inspired me to start writing myself about cars and all the dumb car journeys I've had. Also, your i30N line review is what got me into one. So once again, thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
Really
Very nice
appreciate
comment.
it, Cobber Hall. That's awesome. Glad you love your
I write about
your
cars.
N line. And yeah, keep it up. As Matt knows, like you just kind of have to write and talk to no one for a very long time before people start listening. So just stick with it, man. It's worth it. It's all worth it. Lamborghini Aventador says, I live in India and also own the Scorpion N and XUV 700.
You, my friend, are a Mahindra fanboy.
Or a Mafia.
Or a Mafia, as we've learnt.
Or both. Actually, no, that's Toyota Fortuner.
Do you know I
Thanks.
got literal death threats about the Toyota Fortuner video? I've been told that if I come to India, I will die. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's a bit excessive, okay?
A little bit.
Like, come on.
Like I can understand where you're coming from, wanting to destroy this individual, but come on, calm down.
You're not the first, you won't be the last, okay?
Definitely won't be the last. So yeah, that's pretty cool that you have those cars, and a Toyota Innova. We don't get them, I don't believe. Is there
I don't
is there
know what that is.
an equivalent here?
It could just be like a
Oh my god, that looks.
Looks like a Kluger.
It looks
had
like
a baby
Kluger.
with a. It looks
That's
like a
a
Kluger.
little bit overweight.
Had a baby with a.
Fortuner.
No, with a. Oh, what was the old van they used to sell here?
Toyota.
Yeah.
Oh, the Alphard.
No, it kind of looks like
Yeah.
if it was modern day Alphard.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a whack looking car.
they're expensive, man.
I bet you
They're like 150 grand.
Oh, the
now.
Alphard.
Yeah.
Toyota old minivan. Oh wait! It's Previa. Toyota Previa.
Oh my god.
Remember that?
That looks like something out of like Dumb and Dumber or something. God.
Interesting.
I like the two-tone. Innova is a minivan. Tarago. Maybe you're thinking of the Tarago.
Ah, yeah, I think that's what it was called in Australia. It wasn't. It wasn't it? Yeah, it was called the Tarago in Australia.
Duron's in the chat. Matt, what has more horsepower? The Mahindra Scorpio N or you on the overhead press?
He saw me doing it.
I'm guessing you trained shoulders the other day.
Yeah, but it was like 47.5 kilograms, which Jacob would laugh at. Okay,
I'm not going to say anything.
I do the best I do.
I can do that with one hand.
What has more horsepower?
Well, we could
Probably
do a
would.
calculation actually on
bet you
how
could.
much horsepower 47. I think it'd be less than like 6.
I think it'd be less than I think it'd be a lot less than 6. I feel like it'd be points.
I don't know the conversion.
How do we look it up?
You're not gonna. Okay, 47.5 kilogram overhead press, 2 horsepower. No, you'd have to work out how fast you lifted it.
Okay.
And then like the air friction, assume it's a perfectly spherical object, all that stuff. Jacob could pass for Stuart Broad's brother.
Who is
Stuart Broad? I don't know whether to be offended or not. Is he a
He's a sexy
cricketer?
looking man.
Oh yeah, of course. Is he the captain of England? Or he used to be the captain of England?
The first thing that comes up is, does Stuart Broad have asthma?
That is such a weird...
What is with Google like search recommendations recently?
I think people are just very curious about the weirdest
Does
things.
he have asthma?
Oh, you should Google your name. Does Matt Brand something? But yeah, I look, that's really nice of you to say. Thank you.
Does Matt Brand? Matt does fitness brand. Who does Matt Donovan end up with? Does Matt Donovan die for good?
Okay.
What nationality is Matt Mills?
That's just not relevant at all. That's completely different words to what you wanted.
Okay, I don't know. What if we look up Matt Brand? What comes up? Matt Brand cars is the second thing, and then the next one is Matt Brandy Berry. What a
That just reminds me of Carlos Saucedo.
yeah, what a name.
God. E Rio says, first time I watched you guys was Matt's review on the Kia Picanto GT. Made me happy to see someone else love the car so much.
What a phenomenal car.
What a car.
And it's dead. It's dead.
Just like the Fiesta ST.
Confirmed dead, not coming. We're only getting the GT line in a 1.2 or 3 litre, whatever the hell it has. Anyway, I'm very sad about that.
Daron says, I know nothing about cars.
Evident.
Well, get the hell out of here.
Evident.
Get out of here, bro.
Tata Safari. I hear people talking about that. Okay,
Please stay.
to all my new Indian fans, okay, what
I thought you were about to break out into Indian.
What are the best? I'm pretty sure that's like Hindi or many other dialects. What are the best SUVs, or what are the best cars we don't get in Australia?
Ooh,
From Tata, Mahindra.
Bit of market research.
Hello? Hello? You're not blocked.
What?
Okay, well, I don't know why. Okay, bye.
Okay, I've got another.
Bye.
I've got another. What's it called? Person that looks like me. Look up Seth Fowler. Are you around?
I was frozen for a second.
Matt was lagging.
Seth Fowler.
Okay, while you do that,
Oh, that's less of a compliment, my friend.
I can. Okay, are you saying I have a receding hairline? Because that is not true. Unblock Abby. I have not blocked anyone. You guys are
What is
definitely
this,
not.
justice for Abby.
What is going on? Oh no. Wait. Oh no.
Okay, just leave it.
Okay. Whatever. There's definitely a difference between the soft soap advertorials and proper skeptical but constructive reviews like yours. Thanks, Bowling AZ. We both completely agree.
I didn't even say that. What's that? There's definitely a difference between the
Just put
soft
words in
soap
your mouth.
advertorials and proper skeptical. We are pretty skeptical. It has backfired.
Yeah, and actually that brings us to another question I saw down here.
Oh.
Have you ever gotten in hot water with any of the manufacturers for any hot takes yet?
Yes, I won't say which, but yeah, like we'll get calls, and sometimes you just have to like stand up for yourself because these people, most are very good, right? But you've got some that aren't. They're very combative. You say something they don't agree with, and they'll just cancel you. So you just got to be. You play the game. What can I say? Like at the end of the day, we're consumer advocates. We're on your side. We're not on their side. We're here because you will make a purchasing decision based on what we have to say about the car. So
and you know what, they're in a tricky spot as well because they want to represent their brand in the best possible light, and they're giving us cars. Yeah. So it's like, for them, I kind of get why they would get upset sometimes if we present it in an unfavorable way. But we're just being honest. So that's why we'll never apologize for things that we say, because We're just being honest. We never say anything we don't actually believe. Higher hair, please. It's not. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
I think your hair is a little higher than mine. I think we both need haircuts.
I need a haircut.
By the way, you should be taking notes because we're getting a few suggestions. The Scorpio Classic is one that's been brought up a couple times. Tata Safari, Tata Harrier, and Mahindra Tar as well.
Oh my god, this is too much.
Yeah.
Hang on, everyone.
Who uses OneNote? Come on.
I used to be a corporate boy.
OneNote.
Okay, name them to me.
Okay. Where was it? It was the Scorpio Classic.
Yeah.
Apparently that's a really popular one. The Tata Safari, Tata Harrier, Mahindra Tar. Tata Harrier and Mahindra Tar. And Tata Nexon and Tata Punch.
I could probably just go on the website and have a look. I'm just curious.
Yeah. But is there any that you guys like really would love to see us look into? Because I'm sure there's so many cars that India gets that we don't get at all.
I will say you guys are stitched up by Suzuki over there because you get the really unsafe ones, which are obviously cheaper, but they don't have as much like sheet metal and therefore fold up when you get into a crash. I don't know. It just seems. It blows my mind.
Jeep Compass. I'm pretty sure we get that. We get that here.
We do get that.
Artie, good for you. You use OneNote. I don't know has anyone heard of Obsidian? It's really good. Really great note-taking app if anyone's looking for one. Can recommend. How many kilometers do you get from one tank on a Haval H6
it's like
hybrid?
800 kilometers or something. Pretty good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Because I know because I just recently drove the Jolion hybrid and that had like an 800 kilometer tank. It's about the same.
Mm-hmm. Is it worth getting the RAV4 Adventure hybrid?
I don't know what the Adventure is, but RAV4 is.
Maybe it's an off-road version.
Well, our off-road version is called the off-road. By the way, in very big quotation marks, is called the Edge.
Classic Toyota.
Which just seems, I don't know. Edging is a different word to me.
Maybe it's like because it's on the edge, like on the edge of being able to take it off-road.
It's on the precipice.
Scorpion N XUV 700, mate. I definitely recommend watching our reviews. We've already done them.
Yep.
700,
you idiot.
700. Sorry, we liked both of those cars overall. Rolls Royce, Suzuki sucks in India. Yeah, that's what we've heard.
But yeah, they call it Maruti Suzuki.
Maruti,
which I find interesting
because they're getting rooted by them.
It's terrible.
Alright, have I missed anything? Speaking of acquired taste, have you ever seen a Fiat Multipla?
I have. They were never sold in Australia. They were imported.
That's Maruti Suzuki.
Interesting. They were never imported, but I've seen. Sorry, they were only ever imported, but I've seen one. I would have loved to buy one. It's like a SsangYong Chairman.
Can you show me what it looks like?
Yeah,
I've never seen.
It's been described as the world's ugliest car.
No. Even uglier than a what's that car that's like a cube? Is it called the Cube?
There is.
I have seen. Yeah, I have seen them.
There was one near where you are from.
Yeah. But I think the Cube is uglier than that. I mean, that is pretty ugly.
That is horrendously ugly, and I love it. I love it for it.
You know why it's ugly? It's because the top part kind of bulges and it looks like a belly. That's real ugly.
Wait, I'll show you guys. Save you. That's a Fiat Multipla.
That's great.
I've only ever seen one, and it was in this green as well. It doesn't really come up on the camera very well, but it's like a lime green. It's just...
That's horrendous.
Couldn't have made an uglier car, and I love it.
Thoughts on the new Wildtrak X? I honestly wasn't expecting it to come out.
Pissed a lot of people off.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you my thoughts on it because it's under embargo though. So
why did they piss people off? Because they thought when they bought a Wildtrak that they were getting like the best.
Yeah, they thought they were getting like the
and now they're like
apart from the Raptor, and now there's one above it.
Yeah,
and
I can get that.
I think it comes with like the permanent full drive system, but only with the 4-cylinder bi-turbo. It's got a bit of a weird spec to it. I don't know.
That's have you guys seen that one Top Gear episode with the Fiat Multipla? No, we haven't. I mean, I watched Top Gear so long ago, I can't remember most of it.
It's been a long time since I watched Top Gear.
I just remember one random thing where it was, I think it was Rowan Atkinson who got like the best ever celebrity, who got the best celebrity lap.
I'm not surprised by that. He's a huge car collector.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I think he was at Goodwood driving the GR Yaris or something.
No way.
Yeah, he's
that
huge.
Is hilarious.
He had a McLaren the F1.
Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah.
As in, like
Mr.
Bean.
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean
There you
was
go,
driving
McLaren.
around in a McLaren F1.
He owns one or owned one.
Can I make that my desktop wallpaper?
I know, right? It always seems like someone's made a meme.
We live in a parody of reality. I swear to God.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I'm looking forward to driving the EV9 as well, Slav. That's going to be sick. That's going to be really cool. Okay. This is a good question. Would a DSG put you off buying a particular hatchback? Mazda with traditional autos feel like less of a risk.
Not at all.
I got no issue with DSGs.
There are some. There's a caveat. Make sure it has a wet dual clutch, i.e. the clutch plates are submerged in oil.
Yes.
Because if you get the dry dual clutch, which, for example, is in a i30 N line, just a bad transmission.
It's lurchy.
It overheats up hills and stuff. It's just not a good transmission, and they know that. They're probably going to replace it. So yeah, don't get a dry dual clutch. But if it's like the Volkswagen Group DSG, then yeah, you're totally fine. They're actually very reliable.
What's your opinion on the new Hyundai Kona hybrid?
We didn't drive the hybrid. It looks like it's gonna. Wow, I'm really slobbing out here.
It's just spreading out.
It looks really cool because it's got 3.9 liters per 100 kilometers, and actually that's going to be my next long termer.
Ooh, Kona hybrid.
Currently driving the Santa Fe hybrid. And I'll tell you what I don't like about that. It beeps.
It beeps and bombs.
It's got the old. I can't remember what they called it. It's called VES actually.
Is that the driver monitoring system?
No, voice something sound system or vehicle engine sound system, something like that. And when you put it in reverse, it goes bing, 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 like outside the car, like you're in a truck. Yeah, so everyone knows you're driving an electrified car. It's honestly embarrassing. So as long as it doesn't have that, we're good.
Hopefully not.
I don't think it will.
Or at least a cool sounding beep.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe just like a solid, high pitched scream. You know? So everyone knows. So whenever you reverse, everyone just looks around. Like that would be good.
Oh my god.
You can fit 3 in the front with a multiplier. That's pretty cool. That would be. Can you drive? I imagine is the driving position in the middle, like a McLaren P1 or whatever. No, what's that car that has?
That's the F1.
The F1. Yeah, the F1. That's pretty cool. Oh my god, my number one car is a Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren. I saw one last night.
Really?
I saw an SLR McLaren last night.
Where were you last night, you say?
Like just down the road.
Alright.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very cool. First one I've ever seen. I have seen an SLS. I've seen a few SLSs.
Yeah, you see them.
Like around, but
I've never seen
SLRs, oh man, they are like unicorns. I should have posted a thing on Car Spotters.
True.
Not that I go on.
Not that you do anything.
No. Yeah, so the Hyundai Kona hybrid, really solid. We both love the new Kona. I think the looks are awesome. It's just pretty expensive. That's the only thing. The fact the H6 hybrid gets 800 k's from Montaigne, considering the Mazda CX-8 claimed like 8.1 litres per 100 kilometers, gets it 800, shows how outlandish manufacturers' fuel claims are. And yeah, that's the thing with these claims is they're all based off different testing cycles, and it's tricky, right?
Well, so there's some truth to that, but the fuel one is
oh, actually, yeah, because I'm thinking of WLTP.
Yeah, you're thinking of electric cars.
Yeah.
But yeah, those claims are always wrong. If I ever get close to manufacturer's claim, I will, jump up and down.
You'll be screaming it from the hilltops.
Yeah.
That'll be the whole video. They're like, guys, I can't believe it. I got the manufacturer's claimed fuel economy.
One of the funniest comments I ever got was, it was on like a Ford Everest video, and it was like, you got 9.7 litres per 100 kilometres, which I did on the highway. And they're like, I couldn't get that if I put the car in neutral and had a wind behind me. I thought that was quite funny. So yes, manufacturers' claims are always a bit of a
Ooh,
Interesting.
Bit of an accent came through there.
Oh, did it?
Got Marty in the chat. Marty, good
Hey,
to see
mate.
ya. Sup, gents? Love the new videos. Absolutely
OG
brilliant.
as well. Thank you. We try.
Thanks,
Probably
Marty.
too hard.
Especially Matt.
Yeah.
Just trying all the time.
How's the video doing? By the way, after this video, go watch our Great Wall Canon
Oh,
XSR.
have we hit 60k? Someone's saying congrats on 60k.
No, we're close.
Oh,
Canon XSR's doing well. Fist me.
ooh, that was close to an accident. I think.
Yeah.
Super important question from Marty. I need your full attention.
Okay.
What has become of the chairman?
Drove it the other week. Dad's driving it into the ground. Dad, if you're still there, can you take care of the car? Can you stop? Why are there crumbs everywhere?
It smells like cigarettes.
Look, there's some issues with the old chairman. Daddy Chairman has some electrical gremlins, let's say,
Yes.
and Daddy Chairman has to have a break in the electricity
Department.
circuit every night, or else Daddy Chairman won't start the next day. So
It's not great. It's a bit like my laptop.
it is what it is.
Apparently Rowan Atkinson
Yeah, it says here
crashed it.
it's been crashed twice.
No. That mean, you know what? You know what I like about that? Like, obviously terrible that he crashed it.
Look at him.
I like the fact
This almost looks photoshopped.
he's meditating in front of the
It
car.
just looks photoshopped. It doesn't look real.
But you know, the fact that he's crashed it twice makes me think that he's actually driving it like it's meant to be.
He did. He put 40,000 kilometers on it, or miles.
He's
I don't even know.
properly driving now. That is cool. I like that. Are you going to test an MG4? Absolutely.
The MG4, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we were invited to the launch, but there were 2 other launches
Yeah.
going on that I just couldn't attend it, but I would love to. I can't wait to drive it. I mean, to have an EV under 40 grand that's rear-wheel drive, like, sign me up to drive it. I'll give you my thoughts.
Apparently, they only make the SLR in left-hand drive. There's only one in Australia.
Mate, you saw it. There you go.
Are you kidding me? That's crazy.
50k to service the SLR. It's like a Bugatti. Change the tyres. They got to like fly someone out to do it for you. That's insane.
That's crazy. I had no idea.
Oh, maybe you saw Paul Merritt yesterday.
Only one SLR in Australia. He posted on his Insta. When was that? I don't know when that would have been. Unless it was a fake. Unless one of them was a fake.
Can you imagine someone?
Can you imagine like a full body kit on an SLS
Yeah.
or something?
I don't know if that would be sad or cool.
I think it'd be cool. Actually, we had a discussion about this because you see a lot of those like A250s and like C250s with bloody AMG badges on them. Now, guys, I don't know if you know, but I drive a Mitsubishi Lancer, and my Mitsubishi Lancer has an AMG badge on it. Not because it's a bloody AMG, because it's funny.
It's funny.
If you put an AMG on your C250 Mercedes, that's sad.
It is. It's a little
We
bit
judge
sad.
you.
We judge you.
We really
We
genuinely
do
judge you.
Don't do it.
Harshly.
Please don't do it.
So yeah, it's cringe. And then you also like lower it slightly, and yeah.
But if you go the other way, it's awesome.
Yeah, if you,
Have you seen that M2 that had a 218i badge on it?
if you take the M badge off, or you take
Put
the
it up on my
AMG
phone
badge
so they
off,
can see it.
that's a real baller move, I think. You basically sleepify your M3 or whatever.
I'll show them. I'll show the people.
Apparently, there's a fast charger down in Mornington Peninsula for any EVs. That's pretty handy. In Queensland, maybe there's no way they drove it all the way from Queensland. I mean, unless they like get it transported around or something. Maybe they were going to a racetrack.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't an... I don't know.
It's not road legal. So what? You can't put special. I've seen left-hand drive cars on the road. I mean, I know there are some supercars you can't make road legal.
It's a high speed limit. Pretty sure it's 130 kilometers.
In Australia, I've never seen 130.
Yeah, you won't.
It's only 110.
Pretty sure it's in Darwin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like in through the Nullarbor or whatever.
There used to be an unrestricted road, I think, there. Which would have been really
That's
cool.
sick.
But I mean, what are you going to do? Drive?
Look, I'm sure there still are. Like, there's no police around. Like, come on.
Ads will run shortly for some viewers.
Oh, yeah, if you guys...
Skip the ads. Skip them.
I'm going to skip them.
That's right, guys.
No ads. We skip them.
We put you before our ads. Despite being incredibly poor, we put you before our
Exactly.
ads.
Exactly. Despite enabling ads prior to starting the stream.
It's like we're like LTT.
Yeah. Oh my, don't.
Monetizing.
Actually,
Monetizing
is there any... I wonder if there's any... What was that? Just break the chair. Don't lean back.
I'm not going to lean back
Don't
anymore.
lean back. I was going to say, is there any crossover here between... you please...
Can you imagine if I move now and the chair will just fall under me, like completely fall apart?
Do you think it's at that
It's
level?
not.
Is there any crossover between Linus Tech Tips viewers and CarSauce viewers?
And why are you doing that? You know what sounds great to me right now? Soul papayettes with Smoke 7.
I don't even know what that is.
Why is this in ounces? We don't work in ounces.
I don't know where this...
And what is a soul fillet?
Soul is in... Is that a fish?
And why are these bookmarked? Have they ever been... Have you ever made...
It's not my recipe book, bro.
Have you ever made ham and potato gratin?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. Have you ever made stir-fried beef and vegetable?
He's going through my girlfriend's cookbook.
Have you ever made a chocolate and almond pastry? I think not, sir. I think not.
You've exposed me. I'm a poser with fake books.
All right. What about sweet and sour pork balls?
Which one's sweet? Which one's sour? If you know what I'm saying. Okay. I like the Brabus. Hell yes. Have you heard that thing? The Brabus C63. Have you heard what that sounds like?
Brabus.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm thinking. No. Also, the Brabus G-Wagon.
Yeah.
Crazy. Crazy
Pretty
sounding.
sure Kendall Jenner or Kylie Jenner.
They have a Brabus.
One of them has them. Yeah. Whichever the billionaire one is. Maybe they're both
I think it's.
billionaires.
I think it's Kendall.
It's Kylie. You know how I remember that?
How?
Remember Kylie lip kits at school when we were in like...
No.
What? Was I the only one that played with me? No, I haven't dabbled in makeup, but I remember there was all the rage in like year 9 at school.
Bro, some of the stuff that comes out of your mouth, I don't understand. I will now proceed to put AMG badge on my 2008 i30 wagon.
Do it.
Hell yes.
Power to you.
Do it.
I can't wait to see it come up on Reddit.
I want to make this a trending trend. All right, putting AMG badges on just random old cars.
Woo! Smells a bit like poo.
Ooh, yeah, it's horrible.
When was the last time you used this tea tree oil?
Yesterday.
Really? What did you clean?
Nah, I didn't use it yesterday.
You know, it's a natural antiseptic.
It is. It's really, really handy. Between Melbourne and Sydney, there's a bit of the Hume Highway that's 130. I have done the drive, but I don't remember that section.
Don't remember it.
Linus purchased a Porsche Taycan. Is there a bigger cry for help possible? And apparently it's been crap for him.
Had bad
Apparently it's
battery or
been,
something.
yeah. And then I saw him, wasn't he driving a GR Corolla or something recently? That was a pretty weird video to watch. We are royalty. Yes, I saw a G-Wagon Brabus last week. I have never seen one in person, but I can imagine that's a sick sight. Left is sweet, right is sour. So after watching the Canon review today, super review scene. So was it in the background?
I put it. It was one of the B-roll clips. I'm like, we just drove the because we had, you know, that day, you know, cat's out of the bag here. That day we had driven the Supra first and then the Canon, because we filmed 2 cars when we're filming, and yeah, we had just gotten out of the Supra to go film in the Canon. And that's one of the struggles we have is, well, it's not really a struggle now, but you know, you've got to be really objective, because obviously going from the Supra into the Canon, of course that Canon is going to drive terribly compared to the Supra, but that's why you're going to get that. You just got to drop that out of your mind and think, how does this compare to the Ford Ranger, or the Toyota Hilux, or the Isuzu D-Max, blah blah blah. So,
Giving away the secrets of the trade. You know what? We need like a palate cleanser in between cars.
Yeah.
You know, like a piece of cheese for the senses.
Sometimes, honestly, I remember when we got into the Suzuki Ignis, how much we loved it, or maybe I loved it. I was just such instant fan.
Yeah, because you came over late at night and you were like, "Can you take me for a ride in the
was the
Suzuki
best.
Ignis?"
You floor it, you just don't move.
You literally cannot break the speed limit. It's unbelievable. So Super Review is coming soonish. The car show in Melbourne Exhibition Centre was just crazy.
We didn't go. It was JDM versus Euro.
Oh, we should have gone to that.
I told you about that. Yeah, we should have gone.
Yeah, that was a while ago. You can buy the chairman for $5,000, cheap.
Sounds like a good deal.
Send over the papers, baby. I'll sign them right now.
Do you guys know anything about the Alpha supercar? I don't know.
I heard rumors.
So I got a weird email from Stellantis, and they were like, as you know, there is a super secret car being unveiled. How about you send us some details on what you would like to see in our Alpha? And then they will make an AI generated thing. I'm like, no offense to Stellantis, love them over there. I could probably just go onto like Adobe Firefly and ask it to make me an Alfa Romeo in the specs I sent. But I was like, you know what? No, maybe they have some top secret AI generator.
Look, they might,
and they can make me an image. So I'll report back on what it looks like.
Quirkiest life, yeah, probably
the most unhinged life.
Just completely manic at this point. What about the Hellcat? Hell yeah, dude. That is a sick car. Shame it costs like $300,000 in Australia.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so jealous that you can get like a Dodge Challenger SRT in America for like...
Can't anymore, I think. Aren't they done?
Really?
Oh, that's me. God, that's a terrible thumbnail. How does YouTube choose the thumbnails?
You know what's the weirdest part of uploading a video to YouTube is looking at the default thumbnails it comes up with. That is great.
Yeah, it was great.
Any creators in the chat, you know what I'm talking about. Hey boys, what's your favorite car? I think we answered this a little bit earlier, but you probably weren't in the chat. But
you didn't.
Matt's
you didn't do yours.
No, I did. Yours is the Supra. I like the MX-5. Like if we're being like realistic.
Oh, I didn't realize that was your favorite car.
No, like genuinely. Like if I could get
great car, the MX-5.
Yeah, like if I was gonna actually own. Whoa.
Holy shit.
Whoa. Okay. Pause.
That deserves a little fist. You can fist me.
I'm gonna stand up first before I fist you.
Fist me.
This is for you, Marty.
This is for you, mate.
I'm gonna go hard.
Okay, I'm scared.
Okay. I can go harder. Wait.
Okay. Oh. That was a good fist.
That's gonna now cover his medical bills.
It's gonna bruise. But you're gonna see me in a review like touching something. It's just gonna be bruised.
It's gonna be like a balloon hand.
Thank you very much, though. That was very kind. That is extremely kind.
That is extremely generous and extremely unnecessary. But thank you. Thank you so much. Is there any problems with the Canon? Check out the video. There might be.
Oh, but are they talking about like ongoing issues? I don't know. I've heard, we've all heard the story where at one point there was one that was like rusted out or something after the guy drove it on the beach. But it's hard to say. I hate commenting on cars' reliability when we just don't know.
Exactly.
You ask me that in 10 years' time, and I'll have a look. You know, like I honestly, I really liked. Oh, it was an LDV. Okay, so I was wrong there anyway. I really like the Canon, and it's got such a nice interior. So good, that interior. It's unreal. You're still driving it, actually.
Yeah, no, I really like the car. I mean, there's a couple of things with it that are
a couple of weird
quirks.
Weird quirks that seem to just be like Chinese car quirks. Like some things are just not spelt right, but like
voice assist.
Yeah, instead of voice assist, it's voice asset.
Oh boy.
But anyway, like that's such a minor thing, and I don't know. I really like it. It's slow. Don't get me wrong. It's very slow, but like I don't for a dual cab ute, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, for a dual cab ute, and that's what we were saying earlier. It's like you got to put this all in perspective. Like you can't get into a Supra and then get into a GWM ute and be like, let's compare these two things. It doesn't make sense. Is this a good year to buy an EV, or do you think 2024 would be ideal with some affordable options? Well, I mean, we're seeing so many cheap ones coming out now from like MG. You got the MG4, the MG ZS EV that we recently reviewed. Like EVs are getting cheaper. What was the GWM Aura? That was cool.
GWM Aura, it was a great car, and you know what? The best driving GWM I've ever driven. I was really surprised.
That thing was amazing.
With how much I liked it.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, like I really liked that car. Like looks aside, you know, it's not gonna be for everyone.
No. But I liked it. I like the looks. I like weird cars. But
Yeah.
if you know, people are going to look at you in that car. They're going to look at you. Also, the charging was a bit slower than I would like, but it's cheap. You know, when it's like half the price of a Tesla.
It's crazy, and it doesn't feel like it inside. It feels genuinely quality. So
It does.
Really, really cool. We missed your message earlier, Ben, about the new Saab EV. Apparently, it's got 4 electric motors.
Saab exists.
I thought Saab was like well and truly dead.
Oh my god, it is. Well, they've got their
Secret.
military side. Meet the Emily GT.
That looks like a weird Polestar type.
Yeah, it looks weird. I don't see any Saab in this car.
What does it say at the front? No. Liquidated
Nevs.
Saab. I don't know. That's weird. If it's got 4 electric motors, that's going to be pretty cool. I think BMW are going in that direction as well with their EVs. Because if you have 4 electric motors, you can have one for each wheel, and then you can really finely actuate the power. So you can get some like pretty crazy physics-bending driving.
Yeah, that does not look like a Saab to
It's
me.
Nevs. I've never heard of Nevs. Must be some offshoot of Saab, maybe. So I just want to follow this line that Johnny was saying. I drove a 2022 Swift Sport thanks to your review a couple of years back. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, Swift Sport's
Appreciate
awesome.
it. I think that used to be your most viewed video.
It was, and you know why?
Why?
India. That's why.
India strikes back.
India strikes again.
Gone all out HKS with it. What does that mean?
It's like a modding.
HKS, yeah, rings a bell. It's like a JDM modding.
Oh my god! So Jacob's brother has a Suzuki Swift, not a Sport.
Did he put an HKS?
No, but he did a muffler delete, and it sounds surprisingly really cool.
It actually does sound good.
Yeah.
I hate to admit it. He's such a P plater, man.
Yeah.
Bloody Suzuki Swift Sport, not Sport, Suzuki Swift, but it's like the
It's the
limited
RE1.
It's the RE1. It's got the racing stripes, except one of the sides is missing.
He crashed it.
Yeah, it's not his fault.
They don't have replacement graphics. You just got wrecked.
Oh,
You just got wrecked by my dad.
I just got demolished. The Nullarbor is nowhere near Darwin.
What a boomer comment.
That is...
Get out of here, Dad.
You know what? You know what's funny? We didn't get geography classes at our school. So I guess that's our parents' fault for sending us to that school.
Yeah, you tell him.
Yeah, right back at ya. Oh.
Thank you. You know what? Losing weight. Excuse me.
Wait. Let me read this out. Let me read this out. Outback Outlaw. Matt, congrats on losing weight, mate. I've gone from 140 kegs to 115. Wow. Just watch what I would like to eat.
Losing weight is hard. Okay.
Alright.
Listen here.
Don't unplug it.
Losing weight is really difficult. I'm a bit of a fatty at the moment. But I've done it before. And I will do it again. Okay? And you're going to see a slim Jim Matt on video very soon.
Don't.
That's all I have to say to that. All right.
You know what? That was inspiring.
Good on. Good on
know.
you, sir.
You know what's going to be crazy when Matt, like, I wonder if your views are going to go down when you look like a supermodel. like I wonder if part of your appeal,
Like the Squidward
is,
face.
it's
It's like chiseled.
you have like a chin that pokes out like a meter. You know, like I want.
Well, it's got like the butt chin. What's that called?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like literally a butt chin.
Is that what it's called?
You're a chin butt.
Surely there's a nicer way of saying that.
I reckon the views are going to go down because it's, you know, I feel like the reason you guys watch Matt is
It's the slapstick
exactly.
fat It's the slapstick fat comedy, you know. It's the car driving like that, rather than.
I'm just picturing like you sitting in the back and the car's popping a wheelie. Part of Matt's appeal is sitting in the back of a ute spread eagle. I agree. I agree with that.
Great. Oh.
How old are we? We are mid-20s.
We're honestly not.
I know that wasn't
young
intended.
enough.
I know
Not
that
young,
wasn't
yeah.
intended as an attack, but it felt like an attack.
It felt like a very personal attack. Oh, God.
Okay. Congrats on hitting 60k. Thank you very much. I think we're just short
We're
of
not there
60k.
yet. It could die beforehand.
Yeah. Imagine the subscribers just plummet right before. Got a personal question for you guys.
Thank you, Athul. Thank you for subscribing.
Oh.
Tickle my pickle.
Nice. Okay. Got a personal question for you guys. Gonna get an LS 430 with 330,000 kilometers.
Wait.
How dumb am I?
I mean, it's a Lexus, so you're fine.
Really? With 330,000 kilometers?
As long
as the motor has
my uncle has that car.
Really?
Yeah. Remember how much
it's like
he
a
loves
limo,
it?
right?
It's quite fast. What the hell?
It's a V8?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
His has done...
Wait, 200 grand? No. Oh, no, that's the latest... No. How much are they?
Wait, that's a new one, and it does it.
Yeah. No, it's not that.
Look, they would have been very expensive when they first came out.
Look, if you can get it for cheap, I mean, and look after it,
yeah, it's
a sick car.
And just make sure it's got like at least enough of its history of repair and or not repair. What am I thinking? Why can't I? It's not repairs.
Yeah, like
it's
service history. And like crash history and all that.
Yeah.
Bro, suggest any car for a student under 15k.
Good luck, mate. Is that a new car?
It can't be. It's not going to be a new car, but yeah, probably like a 2014, 2015 Suzuki Swift.
Stop plugging the Suzuki Swift. I want to buy one, and the price is going to go up. Suzuki Swifts are really good.
Yeah, don't buy a Suzuki Swift.
We want
to drop the
Hell
stocks.
no, don't buy one.
Okay, we've seen that. Any suggestion? Subscribed. I'm just waiting for someone to say it.
And the red face. Oh yeah, I'm a bit red faced. Yeah, I'm a bit red faced. Okay, I can't help it.
You guys don't realize I edit out a lot of his like deep inhaling after every sentence. You know how much effort it is? Like every time he says something, he's like labored breathing, and I have to edit that out.
Jacob, I can't breathe. In the video of the Canon, it's not that I couldn't breathe because of the wind. All right.
Bro, there is a subreddit for the LS430. Like, there's a not just for the car brand, but for the actual model.
4,000.
No. It's got like a cult following. Look, man, if you know a lot about these cars and you know what can go wrong with them.
How does it sound? Let's listen. Oh, someone's putting
it's probably modded. Look, man, if you know a lot about these cars. Oh my god!
Put an exhaust on it.
That's sick. That kind of reminds me of the LC 500 that we did.
Yeah, it does actually. God, I wonder if they've changed the engine. That's a great car. I'm gonna use any excuse to get back in that car, to be honest.
Heavy breathing. A good used car under 15k. Yeah, I mean,
a good used car under 15k.
How old are we going to go? Let's say we want it still to be kind of new because
I don't even know what prices are now.
You still want the safety tech. I think if you're a student, if you're kind of young, you probably want safety tech. Maybe like an old Kia, or even a Mitsubishi Lancer, like what I got. They're pretty
good.
You can't go wrong with a Mitsubishi Lancer.
A used Kia Picanto. Depends how. It's such a broad question. Like, what size do you need?
Yeah.
If you need an SUV, then you're going to be looking
at
like
So it really
early
depends.
2000s something. I don't know.
We're just assuming you need like a hatchback. Yeah, go for like an old Kia Picanto or a Suzuki Swift or a Mitsubishi Lancer, anything like that. Maybe an SUV. Maybe a Kia, like an older Kia Sportage. You can't get a bike under 15k. Great car under 15k. The Chairman, we can get 3 apparently. I think I'll say this. We watch you guys because you guys are real and awesome and funny. You make reviews entertaining. Stay the way you are. We will. We ain't changing for no one.
Unless we get a lot of money.
And then we're gonna sell out hardcore.
Well, actually, we can say that we did have an offer of acquisition. We didn't take it, and it was a lot of money. So
There you go.
You get me. You get me and Jacob, all right? And that's what you get.
And you don't get upset. Love from India. Love from Australia.
Yeah.
Peace among nations.
Peace among nations.
You know. You know what? I will say there's probably more Indian restaurants in Australia than any other cuisine.
And they're delicious. My favourite curry.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I'll start with my favourite curry. And then
I know what yours is.
You know what one is?
Yes.
Say it.
It's palak paneer.
It's palak paneer. I
Yeah.
love palak paneer.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I could eat that all day, every day.
It's pretty good.
But it's got too much paneer in it. Unfortunately, for my little
Not
diet.
enough palak.
Too much, for my diet at the moment. It's not working out. But
Is it creamy? Is it a creamy curry? I don't think I've ever had it.
oh, you're missing out. I wouldn't say it's creamy, but it's definitely like a thicker. Oh, it's so good.
See, look, I'm a
Are you a lamb Rogan Josh?
no. I am a
buttered-
I'm a vindaloo.
Oh, you are a vindaloo.
I love the lamb vindaloo.
Lamb vindaloo.
Genuinely.
Oh god,
Or
now I'm
I mean,
hungry.
actually, I had a chicken vindaloo like a couple weeks ago, and it was amazing.
Oh,
So
palak paneer.
I just regret the consequences every time,
Every time.
but it's worth it.
It's so worth it.
Yeah, just makes the whole house smell
Actually, one of the ways that I'm losing weight, helping me to lose weight, at the
spicy
moment,
food.
I can't tell you. I bought a giant jar of jalapenos from Costco.
Oh my god.
It's last week. It was a kilo. I'm not even joking. It's like a kilo. I've had like a third. Right.
Yeah,
I also use Frank's red hot sauce,
dude.
as if I will never get it again. And my face, unless my face is melting.
You guys thought you saw red face already.
Yeah, unless my face is literally melting off, I feel like I can't eat the food.
Yeah.
That's what happened the last time I lost
You've
weight.
been conditioned. You have been conditioned.
I'm so hungry right now. I'm not gonna
Proud
lie.
moment. Yeah, I think we probably like spicy food more than the average Aussie.
Yeah.
And yeah, I will say I do like butter chicken as well, but from what I've heard, it's very different. The way we make it here is very bogan compared to like the traditional.
I heard that too,
way.
and that's put me off it.
Yeah.
I'm like, unless it's the real thing,
Yeah,
I just
I don't
don't
wanna
want, you know?
Yeah.
And look, to be fair, I don't know if the palak paneer is the real thing,
No.
but it just tastes so good that
Exactly.
I don't want to know.
Exactly.
I'll keep my eyes closed.
What about the sound of an SL65 V12? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but we're talking about
we're talking about a Lexus.
like an $8,000 Lexus from the early 2000s.
I wonder how much an SL65 would cost. Probably still like a couple $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Mitsubishi Triton 2012 to 2016 model a good one? Used, daily use, and off-road. The old Triton.
Yes, let me tell you why. God, I know so much more than like I really put out there. The Mitsubishi Triton even the new generation, it's a bit different now, but like the one you can currently buy, you walk into a dealership, you buy it. That has not changed in terms of like its underpinnings since like the early 2000s. It's very narrow. It's not very wide, so that's actually pretty good. It's surprisingly good in going up tracks. Very reliable. They haven't really changed. And yeah, I don't know what else to say.
I'm just looking up Indian foods.
The-
Sorry, guys.
If you can get one that's you've got the service history, you're good. And that's with most cars, except for that the old Polo or Fabia that came with that really bad engine.
Yeah.
The supercharged, turbocharged engine.
There you go. You have your answer.
You have your answer.
You have your answer. Do you guys speak to Chasing Cars and Car Expert and post vids all at the same time? No, so you're probably referring to like new car launches, and that's due to a press embargo. So essentially the manufacturer will tell us you can't post anything until this time on this day, and then we'll just all make our videos and then post them at the same time.
Yeah.
That's probably why you see them all come up at the same time.
But I do speak to Tom from Chasing Cars. He's a lovely guy. I only met Paul Marrick literally like a week ago, so I can't tell you much more about him than that.
Yeah, but yeah, we've seen Tom a few times.
Quite a few times. Great guy.
Yeah. Have you approached Chasing Cars to join Tom and the crew? No,
No,
absolutely
I
not.
like what we do.
Yeah, I think I like what we do as well.
God, that's such a wholesome
next
thing
week.
to say.
Next week you'll see me on the Chasing Cars.
Yeah. I'm Jacob Brook. This is Chasing Cars.
Insurance.
Won't give him a free plug.
Budget direct. I did it.
You do it, yeah.
Oh yeah, wait. I saw a comment earlier that I want to read. Matt, are you into chili challenges?
I'm really not. I would be too afraid to do it.
Who here wants to see Matt do chili challenges? And I'll join him, obviously. Who here wants to see Matt eat the hottest chilies and then try and do a car review at the same time? Who here wants to see...
You know what? That'll go down just as well as our ChatGPT.
I think it'll go down well. You know the Hot Ones show?
Like,
That's got so many subscribers, man.
Yeah, it does, but that's like a smart...
Yeah, we could do it smart. We could eat hot wings in the back of a car.
Back of a ute.
Back of a ute, spread eagle.
Let's not talk about food. I'm getting really hungry.
There is leftovers.
I can't. It's lamb. Lamb is high.
Nothing wrong with lamb. You guys in Melbourne? Yeah, we are. Melbourne. Melbournios.
Some, not all, would argue that that's Australia's best city.
Yeah, anyone from Sydney is probably shaking their head right now.
In disgust.
In just absolute...
Unless they're from...
Probably not disgust.
Unless they're from West Sydney.
What's wrong with West Sydney?
I don't know. Maybe the western suburbs. I just heard that there's bad vibes over there. Oh. Jacob just pinned a comment.
Just pinned a comment. Please make a best... Wait, what was the comment? Please make a video on best used cars for international students.
That's just so niche.
It's a really niche thing. Yeah. Like, we could probably make a video on, like, best used cars at different price points. So that it's, applicable to more people. But yeah, I mean, look, for international students, it's gonna completely depend on your personal situation. Like, do you need an SUV for, do you have a family with you? Do you need just a small car just to run around? Are you doing long road trips every day? Like, it's all dependent on your situation. But yeah, just try and find a cheap and reliable car, pretty much. KFC? I'm not a huge fan of KFC, not gonna lie.
Yeah, Macca's wins every time for me.
Yeah, I used to be a fan of KFC, then I worked there.
That's true. Jacob has worked at both KFC and Macca's. I completely forgot about that.
I've done the ring around the rosy, as they say.
Which is ironic.
It's a large ring around Rosie. Do you think you'll surpass Car Expert in subs?
Maybe, maybe not.
Probably.
Wait till we get...
that's going to get sound clipped.
Yeah.
Sound bited. I'm sorry. Shouldn't have said that.
We make content that we love.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Yeah. I would say probably out of the 59,000 subscribers we have, I made about 58,000 of those accounts.
Please don't say that.
I'm kidding, obviously.
That hurts me.
That would take way too long. Would you fellas do reviews in other states? We have. We travel to car launches. We've done reviews. You've done one in Queensland. We've done reviews in a lot of New South Wales. Never to Western Australia. I've actually never been to Western Australia before.
Daddy's going to Munich.
That's not Western Australia.
No.
That's a bit further.
I just wanted to
that is really cool, though.
I wanted to throw my hat in the ring, okay?
That is awesome, though, that you're going international. We've been that's been something to look forward to for a while. Where were we? Yeah, so we've definitely done reviews in other states, and
I think what he's saying though is, would you go to
travel
to review a fan's car or whatever? The only reason that we wouldn't is because of the liability of it all.
Yes. Money. It's scary.
Yeah.
We don't want to crash your car.
We don't want to crash your car.
Like, not that we would, but like, in the case that we do, because Matt's going a little bit too saucy around the corner.
Sauce, yeah.
It would just be a really crap situation. So yeah, we'd probably have to get like some super fancy public liability insurance before we did that.
Yeah, like we do have public liability insurance, but I don't know if it covers that. I wouldn't want to test it out.
Love South Indian food. Best restaurant was Indian Coffee House. God, Indian food and coffee sounds like a recipe for disaster.
In the morning.
Can you imagine? What do you think of doing cheap car specials on the channel? If such a concept is even viable in Australia. I mean, look, that was probably viable before COVID. I don't think there's really cheap cars anymore. every car, like even on the used car market, is so expensive.
It's just insane.
We still want to do like another series like we did with the Mark V Golf, but it's a lot of investment.
It's really expensive.
To buy a car, mod it, make videos. It's just a big time and money investment. But you never know. I hate Melbourne weather though. It was very windy this week. Yeah, have you seen the Canon XSR video?
By the way, guys, something I know is an issue is the audio quality. So we're trying to fix it. It can be really hard because I'm really loud when I am on camera, and I really struggle to try and turn that volume down. Jacob's mic is actually always fine. But yeah,
you
it's
just
me.
Yell.
I yell.
You
I
have a
yell really
tendency
loud.
to yell.
I've got a very loud voice, so it just. Anyway, it's something we're fixing. Change settings, so hopefully in future it should be better. But also, like this one, we had extra struggle. Ads inserted.
What happened there? I just saw that pop up.
People have ads apparently.
Yeah.
Sorry
about the
ads. What was I saying? Now I'm thrown off because everyone's getting attacked by ads.
Why did you monetize it, bro? Can you turn it off? Can you turn the ads off?
Don't worry about it.
Whatever.
It's too much effort.
Was that the Lexus?
It was the Lexus. What was I saying?
I'm trying to think of... Yeah, weather.
Yeah,
mics. Weather and mics.
So the wind was especially bad. It's been so bad recently, and it was just really hard to get good audio quality. I did my best. I tried to fix it as much as possible, but it was really terrible. It was clipping because of my voice, and then the background noise of the wind was terrible. So it's like, Anyway, we'll try and fix it.
It was a very windy day.
It was really bad.
It was just
same with the Ranger. It was just a terrible day.
Yeah. Slav reckons he made 55,000 of our subscribers. How cold is Australia now? It varies day to day. Like today was beautiful.
It's a nice day.
Today was like 18 degrees. I know that probably sounds really cold to Queenslanders or anyone that's not in Melbourne, but it was really nice. It was a nice sunny day. And then other days like 2 degrees.
The other morning, it was the car said 0 degrees.
Yeah, it was like ice warning.
When Jake and I travelled for a launch. What launch was that?
The CX-90.
Must have been.
CX-90, yes. Been watching since the... Ben K says, been watching since the GT Picanto video. Love your vids. The personality is great.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ben.
We have a few people who started watching from the Kia Picanto.
Yeah, I think a couple of people have said that. That's pretty cool.
Very cool.
I know that was like, you were very enthusiastic in that video.
I love that car.
What about a road trip? You never know. You never know. Could be on the cards. I just don't... The idea of spending any amount of time in the car with Matt just sounds...
We've done it before. And we had a great time. There were a couple of
moments of silence. We went to Adelaide.
There were a couple of moments of silence.
Yeah.
In a i30N of all cars.
Yeah.
And I say that because it's got stiff suspension. Like, so to do a road trip...
Surprisingly comfortable.
Surprisingly comfortable. Yeah. I thought the seats would be terrible because even on my fat legs, like the seats have really strong side bolsters, but it was totally fine. Like, not an issue.
Yeah. Apart, like, I had to go to the chiropractor a few times the next week, but it was fine.
Same seats as in a EV6 GT.
How weird is that?
That's very weird.
It's weird that the EV6 GT has the same seats. Make a video of the 3 hybrids. Toyota RAV4, Mitsubishi Outlander, and Nissan X-Trail e-Power. Distance on 1 fuel tank and full battery. You can use e-pedal to be as fuel efficient as possible. So we need one extra person. we literally just have me and Matt. So we would need an extra person.
Me, Matt, and I. 2 Matts.
Me, myself, and Matt. So yeah, we'd probably have to split Matt in half to make that happen. Any thoughts on the Golf R Mark 8?
I think that is like the really high performance.
The AE.
Got blue wing mirrors. Is that what I'm thinking of?
Yeah. It's the anniversary edition. Yeah.
Haven't driven it, but I can't lie to you guys. Okay, they're getting really expensive.
Yeah.
They're getting really. They're starting to encroach on Audi RS3 territory.
Yeah. It's a Volkswagen.
It's a Volkswagen with a really trick system.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's so much more expensive than it is versus the Mark 7.5 Golf R. If I was going to get a car in that area, I would just go for the Formentor VZX. And you get the Haldex all-wheel drive system, but like it gives you 98% of the fun.
Yeah. I'd go for the Cupra Leon.
Cupra Leon is awesome, but it's front-wheel drive. That's the only
I know.
difference. But that was an amazing car.
I don't know. I've always preferred the GTI. I mean, the Golf R was really sick.
It was really cool,
really
but it's
damn
very
fast.
expensive. There's no denying that.
Yeah, I just don't, can't justify it. Would you recommend a used Audi Q3 from 2012 to 2015? Difficult to recommend a used Audi.
It's a big call.
In general.
There's, as long as it has... I think some engines might have had a few issues, so I haven't done my research into it. Just any car, this goes with any car. You buy a car that has a full service history. And I'm telling you that from experience with my Mark 5
Oh, okay, here's a good question from Declinator. What were your honest opinions on the Kia Sorento S sedan you reviewed for that ChatGPT review, considering we didn't actually give a proper opinion on it? That's a good point.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Yeah, so that whole video was obviously just completely generated by ChatGPT. We thought it'd be funny just because that was when ChatGPT first came out. We were like, let's see what it does with a car review. Atrociously. Is the
Terrible.
answer. Terrible.
So bad.
Never going to do it again, obviously. But our honest opinion, it's a really good car. The Kia Sorento S. Do you remember?
Awesome car.
Was it the Kia Sorento? Yeah.
Yeah, base model. Awesome car. But
really good.
It was the Sorento S, I think, with like the safety pack.
Yes.
You have to get it with that, so you get the autonomous driving stuff. Amazing. For what it
Genuinely,
is.
yeah.
For what it is.
Value for money.
Value for money.
Yeah. It's difficult to remember. It was a while ago.
That's wild.
I think the next video needs to be the best of outtakes of CarSauce. I wish we kept the outtakes.
We don't keep the outtakes.
Like, they just go into the ether.
We don't have enough storage. Like, the
Yeah.
videos, by the time we've got one full video filmed, it's between 250 to 400 gigabytes. So there's nowhere for us to store that without it getting very expensive.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. What's your favorite car that you guys have reviewed?
I guess that's
Yeah. Same thing as our favorite car.
Supra, manual.
Supra, MX-5.
Manual. Let's be clear.
Yeah, both manual. If we had to choose a recently reviewed car, though, what would we choose?
Well, I mean,
So
I'm literally driving the Supra.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
let's just narrow it down to the
last month. Okay.
the last month.
Let's have a
of
look
uploads.
what cars. Okay.
So like based on the last month of uploads, which would probably be 8 cars, I would say. 8 to 10 cars.
Probably more actually.
Because we've done launches.
Okay. So, GWM Canon.
Yeah.
MG ZSEV.
Let's not do the EV9. Let's not include that.
Okay. So, MG ZSEV, Ford Ranger Platinum, CX-90, Aura, Mahindra pickup. Well, if we don't say
Amarok
Mahindra pickup,
Aventura.
we're gonna die. Amarok Aventura, D-Max. God, we review a lot of cars.
Should we just cut it off there? Which one would you take out of those?
Yeah. Okay. Because
I know what I would take.
Because then we get into the RS e-tron GT, which of course.
No, we're gonna just cut it there.
Which would I take?
I already know which one I would take.
Really?
Yes.
So this is a car. Can we make the boundary here? Because I don't know. This is a car that we keep. So we only have one car.
Yes.
We only have one car.
Yes. Oh, actually, that's tricky.
Honestly, if we can only have one car, I'd probably take the Amarok Aventura.
Interesting. I was either going to say that or the CX-90.
That's my thoughts
I don't know.
too.
I was like either the CX-90 or the Amarok. I mean, the thing is, I don't know why I would want to live with a Ute. I have no use for a Ute.
I know, but then I thought...
It was such a it was a good riding car.
Yes, but the other part was that, well, what if I need, what if I need to load something in the back?
That's true. But
If I'm living
the
with one
the
car...
CX-90, you can fold down the second and third row.
You can.
I mean, do you really want to mess up that suede, that beautiful tan suede interior?
The Takumi interior, mate.
The Takumi was the
Izami Takumi and the Izami
Takumi
SP.
had the stitching.
I just wanted any excuse to say Takumi.
He's been practicing, guys.
That's a tough one. Which one would you guys take? GWM Canon, MG ZSEV, Ford Ranger Platinum, Mazda CX-90.
Just go on our recent uploads and look up until the D-Max. Which one would you guys take out of those? Hi, bro, from India. Hanuman, good to see you, mate. Love your videos. Reply me first. What did you say earlier? Did you ask a question? I can't
Move
see
on. We're getting
any-
too many questions.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess the soccer has ended.
Yeah, people are coming on now. Hi, had my Kona end for 7 months after seeing. Has it ended?
I don't think so. Watch live.
No, it's done. Match highlights. I think it's done.
10 minutes left, and that was 3 minutes ago. Still going.
Ooh, okay. So Spain leads 1-0.
Anyway.
Had my Kona end for 7 months after seeing your review. Love it. Love your reviews.
Great car. What colour did you get?
Amazing. I love the Kona end. That was one of my favorite cars to drive on the track.
Yeah, so it
That
was
was
like
cool.
surprisingly good.
You wouldn't think so, like, because we drove the i30N, the i30 sedan N, the i20N. The Kona N was a lot of fun, actually.
It was a lot of fun.
But I remember was it the brakes that were like fading really quickly?
You have to get the
You have to get those carbon ceramics or whatever they are. No, not carbon ceramics.
no,
The
brake pads, upgraded brake pads. I don't
Upgraded
know
brake
what that
pads. VW owns Audi.
think
You got me there for a second. I think that's a typo. I think you meant to say Audi. Did you guys hear about the new Stinger GT?
I have heard that they're going to make it into an EV, but
I didn't know that was like.
From what I had heard, they're not going to do it.
Is it like, are they going the Mustang route, like with the
No, it's
the
right.
Eco Boost or whatever?
I don't think there is a new Kia Stinger GT, but I stand to be corrected.
So that's a no-no on the Deep Breaths compilation. Look, I could make a compilation just off one video. Like, I don't need to go back in time. I can make a compilation off the next video.
It would just be.
Pretty much.
Almost passed out doing that.
Yeah. Fortuna or Palisade? Which one would you suggest? If you watched our Toyota Fortuna review,
Is
you
this
would
a
know.
joke? Is this a meme?
I think it might be a joke.
Look, if you're going to take the car off road all the time, then Fortuna. But if you're doing anything else, Palisade.
Yeah. Or if you're a mob boss, get the Fortuna.
Or if you're-
If you need a third person to help with filming, yeah.
Oh, we're alright.
I think we're alright. Thanks, Slav. Are you getting excited for the new Mustang? I know I am. Can't wait to drive it.
Yeah.
We gotta go through them. Work for Subaru in Townsville. Your review helped me sell a lot of Outback XTs. That's cool.
They're great.
That's all. Yeah,
And they sell
you know what?
themselves.
We actually, I think we made a joke. I think maybe, I don't know if we said it in the video or maybe I said it to you afterwards or something. I was like, we reviewed that car so positively that they're gonna play that in dealerships.
Yeah, I think you did.
And so it's cool to hear that it actually is being played in dealerships in
yeah.
Townsville. That's great. I love that, G50. What would you buy from the heart and what would you buy from the head?
God, that's a philosophical
That is-
question.
Yeah, let me just consult my Freudian mannerisms or whatever they call them. What would you buy from the heart and what would you buy from the head? Okay. From the head, yeah, probably like a hatchback or an SUV of some kind. Maybe. God, if I was like being reasonable with budget, I'd probably get like a Kia Sportage or something. But then from the heart, I'd have to go with Mazda MX-5. Even though it's completely impractical, I just love the way it drives.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd probably follow the same. I don't know. That's assuming that we had to literally buy it today.
If we had to do it today, it'd be something like that.
Yeah.
Ranger Platinum. Okay,
no.
so you'd go. Yeah. So you'd go with the Ranger Platinum. Interesting. I think I think we had higher hopes for that car. I mean,
Yeah.
like it's still really cool, but I think we did expect a bit more from
The
at
ride
least the
quality
comfort
was-
and that kind of stuff.
It was a bit too what's the word?
It's a bit too jittery.
Yeah, it didn't float my boat.
No, those monotube dampers on the Amarok
Can't beat 'em.
awesome. Too many new Ford Everest customers complaining about the transmission.
I don't know about
I
that.
haven't heard about that. Do you have any recommendations for a performance car under 40k? I mean, you can get like a 86, like an old 86, right?
Yeah, but based on the
But
sound
like
of
they
things,
want,
it's a
yeah,
hot
they
hatch.
want a hot hatch. I mean, the Fiesta ST.
Oh,
If you can get your hands on a Fiesta ST, you will love it.
yeah, Fiesta ST, i30N.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they're going for now. I'm not
It
saying
might
new.
be more, yeah.
I'm not saying new. I'm saying like used i30N.
Yeah,
the
couple
fastback
years
end is really
old.
cool.
Yeah, or if you drive manual, like an i20N.
And they're actually pretty reliable.
Mm-hmm. Is the Mazda CX-90 really that good, honestly?
Yes.
Yeah. We really liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is very similar to the CX-60, but it is a step up. It's bigger.
Yeah, that engine sound,
The inline six is gorgeous.
unreal.
So tempted to get the matte color. What is it?
No, this was the
reference to?
Kona N.
Oh.
Yeah, the matte color is really cool.
Yeah.
Probably smart. I drove that. There's like one press car that has that. It's like the gold matte. I can't remember what it's called, and it did have stone chips on the front. And I just thought, you can't even take it to you can't take it to a normal wash. You have to like hand wash it. So
Yeah. So he went for the grey. That's smart.
smart.
Yeah, in Darwin as well with all the. What is it? Is it sand? I don't know.
All the crocodiles, all the nullarbors out there.
They'll just be chomping on your
on the front of your
on the
car.
front of your car. That would be cool, man. Imagine like
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool?
Scratch marks down. Yeah. I do find it annoying on the Kia Sorento. You only get LED headlights on the GT spec. I feel like in 2023, cars just shouldn't be sold with halogens anymore. Now you're speaking our language. We think that too, bro.
We think the same way.
Our brains are connected.
But they are the projector halogens, bro.
Get a 50th anniversary Outback XT. Is it Geyser Blue? I think it's Geyser Blue.
It says Grazer.
But I think it's actually Geyser. Maybe. I don't know.
What, you sell the cars?
Can you look it up? I need to check this now. XT.
Wait, how do you spell it?
SER. Yeah.
You were right. It's Geyser Blue. That looks
There you
pretty
go.
cool. Very blue.
Very. Yeah. Didn't we have? Wait.
No,
what
we had
colour-
like
No, we had a silver or a grey or something.
One of them
No.
was silver, and I think one was like the dark blue.
Oh, maybe I had that colour for the WRX that I reviewed. I can't really remember, to be honest.
XT is a cool car though.
Yeah. Love it.
Hope you got a
Love
lot of
the
commission
turbo.
from that.
Hell yeah.
We'll take some of it.
Send some our way. Swift GLX Turbo or Swift Sport?
Swift Sport.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Agreed. I recommend your review to my customers as your reviews are real and non-biased. Thanks, G50. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Word of mouth is really, really powerful, so we appreciate it. What about the Ford GT?
What about it?
I mean,
Cool car.
if you're asking if we want to drive it,
Yeah, I do. Ford Ranger and Everest on current affairs. I stopped at current affairs. Alright?
I mean, good thing that was the last word in the sentence.
Look, I made one of the video about the reliability things. Like, I think they had a failure rate of like 6 out of 26,000 or something. Is that bad?
Well, I mean, I'm not an engineer or anything like that, but I don't know what the acceptable failure rate is for these components. But 6 out of 26,000 doesn't seem like a very high rate.
And I want to make it very clear, we're not Ford shills here, but
No.
if you actually like look into the data that I have been provided, it doesn't seem like it's an out of control situation. The only thing is, I hope that the people who are affected by issues, because every car has issues, has those issues resolved quickly without hassle.
That's the main thing, right? It's like, yeah, things go wrong sometimes, right? But as long as
Yeah.
it gets smoothly handled, then
Correct.
it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Partner had a deposit for a Golf R 20th anniversary, decided to rebuild a 92 Brumby. That's cool.
We film in the place we film. There is a Brumby that still gets used every day. And it literally looks like it's a rust bucket.
It's
You could
hilarious.
see through the floor, but that thing will not.
It'll go forever.
Will not die.
It's like a Fred Flintstone's car.
Quite lit.
You can run with
Unreal.
your feet. What's your opinions on cars from China? Hearing great things about the Tank 300, but people seem cautious on cars from China. Yeah, I think there is still a bit of brand bias in Australia towards China, but we are seeing a lot of like new MGs, GWMs. There's the Cherry. We're seeing so many Chinese brands come into the Australian market now. I think it's only a matter of time before people start to get with the times. Like, I think it was when Japanese cars first started coming into Australia, people were skeptical, right? And now look, like, Toyota is the face of reliability. So it takes time to shift public perception.
Takes time
on these things.
And they've got a really big uphill battle.
Yeah.
And I don't envy that, but I wouldn't have a hesitation to buy a Chinese car. The only thing I would hesitate about is the individual cars themselves, if they just have some things that make it so it's tough for me to live with. For example, the Chery Motor 5. I think it's actually a really great car for most people, but for me, the binging and bonging all the time would just, it turns me off. But then you've got like the GWM Aura, and that car has obviously taken into account all the feedback, because you can just turn off those sounds and it stays off every time you start the car, and it was great to live with. So take it on a car by car basis. Like what can you live with? Because often they do come with quirks. They're just, some areas they can be unrefined. That's a big generalization, but I can.
That's what we found.
That's what we found.
Yeah, there are weird quirks, and it's like that. Some quality of life things that need and it's not expensive things that need to happen. It's just like very minor things that need to change. So yeah, that's, if that answers your question. We are going to be reviewing the Tank 300 soon, which is really exciting. Soonish.
It's like a month away.
P76.
That's Dad's P76. Don't know. I have a thing with Mazda where one of the PR guys, I said to him, if you fly me overseas on a press event, I will review the P76. So that's what we're waiting on. So
we'll see.
We'll see.
What do you think about Mahindra? Yeah, pretty good.
Great.
They seem to make some really solid cars.
Impressive. Hope they do well. I hope every brand does well, because the more competition you have,
it's better for
better.
consumers.
Yeah.
You know, I think actually, going back to the Chinese cars, I think it's actually a really good thing for the Australian market that all these new brands, what we call challenger brands, are coming in, because they're going to really make the brands that exist and have cemented themselves in the market kind of take a step back and go, okay, we need to rethink some things, and we need to look at pricing and stuff like that. All we ask is please keep Saucy Corner and fist pumps in every video. Fist me.
You mean fisting?
Fist me. Ow.
It's never gone the other way. That felt so unnatural to me.
Can we never do that again? I'm the fister here.
You are the fister. Jacob is the fister, and I am simply the fistee.
The receiver of fists.
The receiver of fists.
Can a Space Saver spare be retrofitted to a Suzuki Swift Sport?
Such a niche question. I don't know. Give it a go. Go to a dealership.
Otherwise, just put it on the roof.
Yeah.
Tie it to the roof.
Mr. Bean style.
Just tie a rope to the back of your car, tie it to the tire, and drag it.
Pretty sure that's a terrible torture method.
Do you remember when when Top Gear were in some other country, and then he tried to there was something wrong with his car, and it kept rolling down the hill, so he put a wooden plank on the back of the car, tied it to the behind the car, tied it to the back of the car, and then when he took off, the wooden plank hit a rock, bounced into his rear windscreen, and smashed it to bits.
I need to see it.
That was a real thing. I'll
watch it later.
Yet again, I see why people buy Chinese cars. Yeah. I mean, just value, money talks. Money talks. Do you think the American utes like the Ford F-150 are just too big for Aussie roads?
I haven't driven one on Aussie roads, so I'll tell you. But it was too big for American roads. So
Really?
No joke. I drove that car in Texas, the home of big utes, and it was tough,
I thought they had really wide roads in the States.
Yeah, not wide enough. These cars are huge. Well, these utes are huge. They're
trucks.
That's why they're proper trucks.
They're proper trucks.
They're big trucks.
Look, we do see Silverados and stuff like that around. It's not uncommon. It's just I don't know what it's like to be inside it. Yeah. There you go. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Sometimes my genius, it's almost frightening. Jeremy Clarkson, when he came up with the wooden log idea. Yeah, so it was a wooden log that he put behind, and he used it to go behind the back tires. When people are talking about Ranger problems, it's more than 1 in 26,000. I think it was 6 in 26,000 or something. I don't know. I can't remember the numbers, but we did look it up, and it didn't seem like a massive deal. Would you recommend? You right there? Digging for gold. Or something?
Does it look like I'm picking my ear? I pull my ear.
Why do you pull your ear?
Nervous, anxious, fat.
Good response. Those are three top tier responses.
Are you scrolling or are these new comments?
No, these are new comments. I've got a Kia Stinger 2023 GT. Where's Saucy Corner? It's out in the peninsula. That's all I'll say.
Peninsula.
In Victoria. Been seeing a rise in BYD Atto 3s 100%. I remember the first time I saw it on the road, I'm like, what is that? What's a build your dreams? And now it's like literally been probably less than a year or maybe a year, and they're everywhere. So it's crazy how quickly that can shift. And people seem to be loving them. I mean, it's obviously too early to say with reliability, but
I can't. They won't respond. There's another one that won't respond to me.
Yeah, we would love to review it.
Get me a bloody. I just want to drive a BYD. How hard is that?
Yeah, like sometimes you email people, you reach out through various avenues, and they just don't get back to you.
That's a weird message I got. That's okay.
I love Jeremy Clarkson. Yeah, me too. I mean, he's done some questionable things, but he's a funny guy. Haven't we all? Haven't we all just been cancelled from time to time? I think the longer we spend on the internet, the more likely we'll get cancelled.
Hell yeah.
Thoughts on the Polo? Seems to be the best car of its size on the motorway. Yeah. The only experiences I had with the Polo were it broke down on me, so I can't really talk.
What about the Polo GTI?
Oh, actually, yeah, the Polo GTI was cool, but it was like almost as expensive as the normal GTI.
Yeah, it was extremely expensive.
So it's like, why would you get that?
It had gone up like 15 grand without adding anything.
I'd rather a Golf R line over a Polo GTI, if that makes sense. I'm walking on water. What about the Rams? Oh yeah, I would love to review a Ram sometime very soon. And yeah, hopefully we'll be doing a review on one of those massive trucks soon. Unpopular view, but I prefer the original Top Gear, the reviewed cars people actually buy. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what people are more interested in. Obviously, like, if you're interested in buying a car, you want to check out cars that you can actually reasonably afford. But then there's the entertainment side of, like, these kind of crazy luxury or exotic cars that's also interesting. So
look, the cars that do the best, utes, off-road SUVs, and normal cars.
Yeah, I mean, like, we did the Audi RS e-tron GT, which is, like,
the coolest
verging on, like, an absolute supercar. And that gets no views. So while we love to review cars like that, no one cares.
No one cares.
You know? So it's like, you got to balance it. Seen loads of Tesla Model Ys as well. Yep, they seem to be really, really popular.
They were like the second most sold car in Australia last month, I think.
Wait, car in general? Or
yeah. Car.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. That's crazy. I mean, they are kind of like Apple with marketing, so...
I'll give them that.
Love from Mahindra. Thanks. Do you work with Mahindra?
I don't think so, because then they said, please check out Tata Harrier. So unless they're not a smart Mahindra employee.
Maybe they want us to check it out because it's really crap.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, you go review that car. You'll see how good Mahindra is.
Mazda CX-5 GTSP. Really like the CX-5. My favorite thing that they did with the CX-5 was they made it quieter on the interior, so it's like quite nice. I want to see what engine it comes with though. Ooh, is it the 2.5 litre turbo?
GTSP.
Yeah, it's like the second highest grade.
Most popular vehicle in Europe is the Model Y. Wow, that's crazy.
There you go.
That's nuts to me. I can get it. Like, they are nice cars on the inside.
Oh no, it's not. It's the
turbo or non-turbo? Turbo, of course. Cool.
Yeah,
GTSP. I love the blacked out rims and stuff.
The turbo is literally $3,000 more.
Oh, that's worth it.
And if you don't get that, or $2,500 almost, if you don't get that,
what's the power up? What's the non-turbo?
I don't even know, but it's so...
So 170 kilowatt, 420 newton meters on the turbo.
What is it? 170?
Yeah.
140, 252.
Oh, so it's not... I mean, you get way more
I know, but like,
turbo.
But then you think about it, and that only comes in at when you're at 6,000 RPM.
That's true. So it's gutless. Yeah. It'd be gutless.
And the max torque's 4,000 RPM, so you lose a lot of fuel.
Now, we haven't checked out the Tata Harrier.
We don't
a lot of people... We haven't got it in the country, but we will be looking into these cars that you guys are interested in and potentially making a video on them. I ain't using the touch for the climate. What's that? Is that in the Tata Harrier? I mean, a lot of cars are using touchscreens for climate controls these days, so
Skip the ads.
skip ads.
We will sign off very soon.
I think
it's 2
so.
hours, and I'm tired.
Yeah.
And I reckon you're tired.
I'm getting there. I'm getting towards being tired. Yeah, so I think Tesla's like, it's literally all through the screen. You know, which some people like, some people don't like. It's all a matter of preference. I mean, obviously, if it's the most sold car in Europe, a lot of people like that. Norway has 80% electric cars. That's crazy. I swear Scandinavia is so ahead of the rest of the world with stuff like that.
Yeah, I think they tax the snot out of petrol cars.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Or give a lot of incentives the other way as well.
Yeah.
Has good physical buttons. Yeah, the ergonomics of the Ranger is certainly
They're better.
I don't know if they're way better, but they're better than an Amarok.
I just think of the cup holders.
Yeah, cup holders are just a weird design.
Yeah.
Not very human.
But any car, you know, where the cup holder's right next to the arm.
Yeah, Supra is terrible for this. By the way, it's probably got the worst cup holder situation where you can't even cover it up. Your arm like naturally rests in it when you're trying to shift. Like it's actually pretty bad.
Yeah. Hey, I'm from India. I see you review a lot of Indian cars. Yeah, we've done 3 now. 3 of the Mahindras, the XUV 700 or 700, the Scorpion N, and the pickup. And that's all that we get in Australia. So we've pretty much done all of them. Do you think the price of second-hand cars will go down soon? Probably not.
Oh, they're still going down.
They're going down, but it's not going to like drop back to pre-COVID or anywhere near that. I don't know. I think as long as people are still paying what they're paying, it's going to stay what it is. Matt, are you still a gamer? He's more of a gamer than me.
I have been playing so much World of Tanks recently, if you guys know that game. I don't know what's gotten over me. I go through phases where I won't play anything, and then I'll play so much of one game for like a week,
and then you get sick of it.
And then I get sick of it. So yeah, World of Tanks, Black Ops Cold War.
Yeah.
That's been a lot of fun. I've been doing tournaments.
Yeah, the newest COD was pretty lackluster, I will say.
I'm looking forward to Modern Warfare 3 though.
Are you actually going to... Don't pre-order it, please.
I'm not pre-ordering. Oh,
don't pre-order.
I'll tell you what game I'm really looking forward to. Starfield.
Yes. So, I mean, look, here's the thing with open world exploration games. You have to dedicate so much time to them.
That's
to
true.
really enjoy them.
I don't have time for that
We are entrepreneurs. We don't have time for such games.
Yeah, it's going to be hard.
In my Fortnite phase. I think the Fortnite phase never ends.
I go through a phase where I start playing a lot of Fortnite. I buy a skin, I keep playing Fortnite, and then, a week later I'm done.
Yeah, I think the last skin I bought was like the Goku.
Yeah, you did. I remember that.
The Goku skin that was in there. But yeah, I don't play games.
Alright, this guy keeps asking about his Kia Stinger GT. Yeah, the Kia Stinger GT is very cool. Stop rubbing it in.
It was a cool car.
Stop rubbing it in.
I think Matt's still a bit upset about the fact that when he had it, he got sideswiped.
I did. That was the first time I had it.
Yeah, so that was fun.
Hit and run.
It was...
And yeah, I would have run after them if I could, okay? But the car was parked. Anyway. I'm waiting 3 years for new RAV4. If that's true...
No way.
That's incredibly sad.
Oh, Stephen Walker.
Stephen.
Thanks for the $5, mate.
Thank you very, very much.
Appreciate it. Love the, what is that? GG. He's clearly a gamer.
What games do you play, Stephen?
What games are you into, Stephen?
Xbox or PS5? Neither.
Can't wait
PlayStation 5. We've got that. But also PC is what I game on.
Yeah, we are entrepreneurs. Yeah, we get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and take cold showers. And then we read for 7 hours.
If you don't look at the sun first thing in the morning, your eyes won't adjust. Think about it. Think about the evolution. Your ancestors in caves, they didn't look at a screen. They looked at a rock. None of that's true, by the way. I know it sounds very motivational, but please don't do that.
No. I drink 17 coffees as soon as I wake up.
I sniff tea tree oil daily.
This is every motivational speaker ever on YouTube. Just got my Ioniq 6 Epic. Nice.
That's very epic.
That is epic.
Do you like your little mirrors that aren't mirrors?
Wait, that's an
Wait.
option. That's an option. I don't think it comes.
No, it comes on the
Or
Epic.
is it always on the Epic?
I think it's on the Epic.
No, the Dynamic.
Dynamic.
Yeah, we did the Epic.
We did the Epic.
We did the Epic because we was booked into the Dynamic and then we got
Shafted.
epically shafted.
We got shafted. Yeah.
W cold showers. Yeah, all my chads. Where my chads at?
You laugh about it, but Jacob does have an ice bath outside.
I do. Yeah, I do.
And when was the last time you
I
used that
have
ice
not.
bath?
I do have a cold plunge, and I have not used it.
It sounds terrible. Like, who wants to wake up in the morning
Not
and
I
just
use it in summer.
jump into a little bath? Bro, it hasn't been so. You haven't had that bath in summer.
Yes, I have.
No, you did not.
Yes, I had it in like January.
I don't believe that.
No, it was like March. Yeah, okay. Last time I used it was like May.
Okay, it was quite warm in March, I'll give you that.
It's been freezing here in Melbourne. I can't go outside and go in a cold plunge.
When are you guys going to get Patreon? I don't know, man. We actually had a Patreon. Would you guys want it?
Yeah, I mean, like,
it's a good way to support us.
What kind of content would you want to see on the Patreon?
Thinking about doing merch, but not like the last merch we had was just bad quality, and I don't want to sell that to you guys.
Yeah, if we do it again, it would have to be like proper.
Yeah.
Okay. Question: I'm 17 and I'm saving for a car. Would you do a payment plan, or would you buy a second hand? Look, it depends on your situation. I obviously can't give financial advice, but I would be hesitant to get into debt at a young age.
Don't do it.
For a car. You know what they say, like some debt is good, some debt is bad. I think that's probably a bad debt. You know, but I can't give
The only time I can really recommend finance, I know we partner with Driver, and it can be good, but the time that I would like recommend to my family, definitely not saying to you guys, but the time I would recommend it is if you can, like, if you've got that cash already and you can free it up and like invest it into something else, like you've just got a better use for that cash.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if you're that young, mate, don't just buy. You know, my first car was $6,000.
Yeah, you don't want a good first car. You want a car that you don't give a crap about.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And whatever car you get for your first car, you'll love it, no matter what. So who cares?
Yeah, it's your baby.
It doesn't need to be some brand new, nice car. Would just be nice for there to be a way for your fans like me to give something back to you. Yeah, 100%. Like, it would be awesome, but it's just depends on what you guys want to see. Like, because if we do a Patreon, we'd want to give you guys.
Yeah, you guys need value for it.
You guys need some kind of extra.
And your continued viewership.
Maybe that's where we post the outtakes.
Yeah.
The Matt breathing.
It's only going to be me. Yeah, it's only going to be my outtakes.
Maybe you give like a daily update on the toilet or something.
Yeah. How did my Pollock paneer from the night before
exactly.
go?
How did it go down?
God, I want a Pollock paneer right now.
Patreon is good for content and doesn't hit the socials. Yeah, exactly. So any suggestions, post them in any of our comments. We read all the comments, believe it or not. So anytime you guys think of a suggestion for us, it doesn't have to be on a community post. Just post it in one of the comments, and we read them all.
Yeah, we read them all. We read all your comments, unless they're on like a Mahindra video. There's too many comments going on.
That one got a little bit flooded.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, any normal video, we will read the comments.
Tesla are dying because of Toyota hybrids? Not true.
I think it's a very different market. People that want to buy a hybrid versus EV.
What's a small fun car to get? Anything small is fun with a manual transmission.
Yeah, you'll love a Suzuki Swift.
You can make any car. You can make any car fun. I mean that.
I had a Mitsubishi Mirage and that thing was a go-kart.
Yeah.
It was sick.
There's nothing better than being able to floor a car and not break the speed limit instantly.
Yeah.
I
But you will
can't
break
floor.
the clutch.
Yeah. No comment. Maybe that could be part of the outtakes. I can't floor the Supra. Where am I going to floor it? In the 60 zone?
No, you will literally kill someone.
Yeah. You feel the back end come out. We saw someone literally in Touareg the other day, straight through someone's fence in a BMW. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
There was a BMW literally in someone's like front yard the other day. That was weird.
I'm really sniffing you. Your tea tray oil.
Bro, it's not going to help with whatever you need help with. I heard the next Stinger GT will be electric all-wheel drive at 800 kilometers of range and 0 to 100 in sub 3.6. That's crazy, if that's true. I mean, it would have to have a massive battery. I struggle to see how it can get 800 kilometers of range.
Yeah, not
On
unless
an
it's got the
all-wheel
new
drive.
like solid state batteries or something.
What are you doing?
I'm playing. I'm fidgeting. You know, I have sensory issues. Okay?
Outtakes would be excellent. Maybe we can work on something like a Patreon. Maybe we'll put our heads together and think about that.
10 million likes, and I will create a Patreon.
10 billion likes, and I will create an OnlyFans. Meet and greet? Yeah, potentially. Maybe like if there's some car event.
We're not big enough.
Yeah, I don't think we're big enough. Yeah, like if we did a meet and greet at like Fed Square and 2 people rocked up,
It'd be so
I
embarrassing.
think I would jump in front of traffic. You know, obviously not. Have you seen Jeremy Clarkson off-road in a Bentley GT? That just sounds.
I hope it wasn't a press car.
I really think that would just hurt my feelings. Yeah, for anyone that's booked in after him.
yeah.
That's been us.
That's
literally.
my first thought.
Is manual hard to drive as both cars I'm going to learn in our auto? Well, I mean, Matt didn't learn to drive in a manual, and he has a manual license.
That's not entirely true. I drove my dad's FJ40.
Yeah, okay. So he learned...
But I did ruin Jacob's clutch. Even though that car had done a questionable amount of kilometres in the first place, and it was from early 2000s,
look.
I probably was the nail in the coffin for that clutch.
100%. Yeah, look, if you've never driven manual before, it'll feel weird, especially if you're used to driving auto. I think it's probably best to learn on manual first, but it doesn't mean you can't learn it. It'll just take a little bit of time, like anything.
Yeah. Look, if you have someone teach you how to drive manual.
Yeah. Someone that's good at it. Canon X or Canon XSR? XSR.
XSR was really cool.
It was just like strictly better than the Canon X.
Unless you never go off-road.
Yeah.
If you're never going off-road, then the Canon X has a permanent four-wheel drive system. So in that sense, it will be better. But the Canon XSR was just so cool. Like, for everything it came with at its price point, like, it's awesome. Do you have a team? No.
You're looking at it.
And if you guys know we're actually, no joke, we need to hire an editor. So if you guys...
We do need an editor, so...
We'll put out a community post
I think your email is in the description of the videos, maybe?
Matt@CarSauce.com.
Yeah, Matt@CarSauce.com. I'll put it in the chat. Anyone that...
but, like, actually has experience.
Anyone that has experience...
We don't have time to train anyone.
Yeah, we need editors. So... is CarSauce your full-time jobs? Yes. Yes, it is. Believe it or not.
It is.
This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
We're not allowed to do that,
I wish they would reach
Yeah,
out.
honestly, like, I'll take the money. I don't care. Don't download it. I don't care.
Just skip that part of the video.
We need the money. How are we going to pay this new editor?
I think we have to play it if they sponsor us.
Actually, to be fair, I think the hard rule we have is, like, no gambling.
Yeah, no, we won't do any gambling. We won't do, like, sports bet or anything like that. We won't do any products that we don't believe in.
Yeah.
If it's an app that you can download for free, I have no problem with being like, go play Raid Shadow Legends. Because it's not going to cost you guys. You're not going to put any money into it and then like lose that money, if that makes sense. How did you guys make the website? We actually got
Paid someone.
Yeah, we paid someone to do it. Yeah.
So expensive.
Yeah.
Guys, something happened to the sound.
Ooh.
Oh, you got two there again.
Oh.
What is going on with
What's going
that?
on with that?
There.
Is that better?
Thank you.
Thanks for letting us know. Is that better there? I know it takes a second.
Imagine if the views were just fully like sunk. People are like, that's it. By the way, the GWM Canon video is doing well.
Wow, it is. Yeah.
Go watch it after this if you haven't.
Go watch
already.
the XSR review. It's actually a really cool ute. We only filmed that a couple days ago.
Yeah,
so
that one.
we did a quick turnaround.
That was
on
pumped
one.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, I love a little inflection in the
Best ute in the segment. So what's the segment? I guess dual cab.
I mean, my favorite.
50, like what's the
Like
segment?
my favorite average ute. I say average. My favorite like top, but not top.
Yeah.
Is going to be the Ranger Wild Track.
Yeah.
I think if you want the luxury, then the Amarok Aventura. If you want the crazy, then it's the Ranger Raptor. And if it's like a cheap one, it's probably the D-Max. Or no, actually, no. GWM Canon. I can't believe I forgot about that. I'd get that. I really would.
I was gonna say. I mean, we weren't. So the D-Max we loved about a year ago, and then the new Ford Ranger and the new Amarok came out, and we were like, So I think our new D-Max review was not as positive as the first one, but it's still a really good ute, and I like the BT50 as well. So, can't argue against it.
All right, should we call it?
I think we're going to call it a night, guys. It's been fun.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to everyone that donated and also all the suggestions. We really appreciate it. We've made a few notes. We're going to talk about a Patreon if anyone's interested. And yeah, I think that's all from us for now.
Cheers, big ears.
Cheers. What did you used to say? Ciao for now.
Ciao for now. I still say it.
True. Sometimes. All right, guys.
Now do we just sit in silence until we can figure
I'm just gonna wait until someone says goodbye. Then I'm gonna turn it off. Good night. All right. Good night, guys. Hope you guys do this again. Yep, we definitely will. We'll definitely do this again. We'll let you know when. Right when I get you. Yeah. Sorry to anyone that's just joining us.
You can go back and watch it.
Yep. You can watch a review. Watch a replay. God, I'm getting tired.
All right. End the stream.
All right, guys.
I'm calling it.
Catch you later.
Or execute order 66.
See ya.
Bye.